And here we go, live from the Coliseum tonight. Shane Albarrani being joined in the booth here tonight, filling in for Robbie Irons, Mr. Fred Bean. And Fred, you got a little personal connection to this game here tonight. Jackson Leaf on the ice for the Brampton Beasts. You were his former coach.
Yeah, it's been a million years or so since we've coached him, but I'm sure he owes his presence here in making the pros to what he learned in Pee Wee hockey. But no, Jackson was a special kid. He definitely was, on the smaller side or the younger side on all of our travel teams, but that's because he had the talent to play up. So he's played a lot of hockey in this building, and it ought to be an awful lot of fun to see him go around the jungle one more time.
It's the Komets and the Beast here. The only time these two teams will meet during the regular season here at the Coliseum. Komets will go up to the CAA Center coming up in the month of March. But the Komets here, just worry about tonight. Komets on a 4-game skid, hoping that is going to end here tonight as we take on the Beast. The Beast are also in pretty good shape in second place in the North Division. Komets trying to keep pace with Cincinnati in the Central, and here we go. The puck is dropped, and the opening drop goes to the Brampton Beast. It's going to go all the way down into the Komet zone. In after it is Brett McKenzie. We go behind Cole Kehler. McKenzie will pick it up. He'll feed it up along the near side wall. It's going to be trapped there by the Beast momentarily. Now it's going to get into the neutral zone. Now it's going to be kicked back into the Brampton zone. Quick pass forward, Eric Bradford. Bradford got it taken away by McKenzie. McKenzie will take a wide turn. He'll go on the right side. He'll cut across the line. Here's McKenzie in the corner. Tries to center it. Had Łyszczarczyk going in there. It was broken up. Now back on the near side. The Beast are able to get it out. Bradford is able to get it free. Coming down is Matt McLeod. McLeod will take a shot. That's going to be tipped, and that is going to go out of play. So quickly, not even quite a minute into this one, both teams make an attempt on the net. Neither shot goes on net. So no shots so far, and we'll have a face-off coming up in the Komet zone.
Shane, good sign was the way that the Komets carried the puck into the zone as opposed to playing dump and run hockey, and McKenzie able to get that puck in front of the net for Petruzzelli, unable to get a good shot at it, but that's a good sign for the kicking off the beginning of the game.
Here's a quick shot on Kehler. He's able to glove it down, but can't control it, but now it's going to come out. Komets have got it. Galipeau behind the net. He'll put it over on the far side. Now stretch pass on the right side. Komets got a man cutting in. It's Łyszczarczyk coming in, taking a shot. Nabo will make the save. He'll hang on to it. I don't think Łyszczarczyk actually got a shot on net. It just kind of rolled off his stick, and Nabo was able to make the grab.
Yeah, he was fighting off the defenseman, trying to hang on his back. He did a good job of distracting him, and Nabo was able to take away the bottom of the net and take care of that puck.
Face off to the right of Alex DeBow, former Komet, playing a few games with the Komets last year. At the end of the season, he impressed. That's why he got an AHL contract. That's why he was sent to Brampton. Face off will be to his right. Łyszczarczyk will take the drop for the Komets. Linesman will take his time. And finally, we get someone in there. Valerani will be in there for Brampton. And the drop goes up along the far side. Now sent all the way around the wall. It's going to go here on the near side here in the Brampton zone. Reaching forward is Taylor Doherty. And Pucan gets there for the Beast. Comes off along the near side. Valerani will get it over. And now that will be all the way into the Komet zone. Onto the far side it goes. Martinet down there for the Brampton Beast. Now Szydlowski will turn to the side. And it's going to find its way to the center ice line where Valerani will pick it up. He'll come over into Komet territory, but Komets are there to defend. Galipeau got a hold of it, but could not clear it. Now they come in front. Here's Valerani with a shot and a save made by Cole Kehler. Backhander will find its way into the neutral zone. And now the Beast will drift back to their own end. Quickly ahead on the left side. There's Miller. He'll take a shot and a save made by Kehler right in the mask, and he's able to hold on to it.
That could have been a really dangerous situation there. Galipeau unable to keep it into the offensive zone. The puck comes back to the neutral zone, gets poked ahead, and quickly over the line was Valerani, who's one of the top scorers. Unfortunately, Galipeau was able to recollect the puck and get it out of the zone.
Brampton playing without one of their top scorers, Lindsey Sparks, another former Komet. Komets, of course, without Sean St. Amant and Brady Shaw. So we'll see what the offense has here tonight. And here are the Beasts. They come down. Here's a shot. shot and a save made, or excuse me, going to go over the crossbar. And now back along the far side here in the Komet zone. Kyle Haas drops over, and now he'll send it up along the near side for Bayless. Bayless is going to come across the line. Triple team needs a little bit of help, but he's still got the puck. He'll send it around the net for Jermaine Lowen. Lowen back behind DeBow. Connor Sanvito down there as well, and it's going to go to Lowen. Lowen trying to jab away at it. Now finally it's going to be kicked down to there, coming up to the blue line. And now Haas will wheel it back around into the corner, played up along the left side, and now the Beast will try and break it up. They break into the neutral zone. Here's Boschman. He's going to go into the corner. Met there by Chase Stewart. It goes along the far side. Now the Komets will transition into the neutral zone. Flipped into the Brampton's end. It's going to go on the near side corner. Komets chase after it. Coming up along the near side. That's Matt Bowdens. Bowdens couldn't get a handle on it. Goes along the far side. Komets give it a whack. Bryson Martin is down there along the far side. Komets with it. Here's a shot that doesn't get in, and it's going to come along the near side. Below the goal line, here's Bowdens. Bowdens trying to wrap it around. It was knocked out of there by Bradford. Now along the far side for McKenzie. Tries to go up to the point, but it's intercepted by Jackson Leaf. Leaf on the near side. He'll dump it into the Komet zone. It's going to go into the corner. Sent all the way around. Bradford couldn't control it. Comes along the near side. Now a quick shot that's going to go wide. That's going to rim out. And Matt Bowdens trying to track after it. But Jackson Leaf, now he's got it for the Beast. He'll send it backwards. And now it will be controlled by Trent Bork. Bork in his own zone.
That was a real high-energy shift by the Bowden and Petruzzelli line. Good to see them working down low and getting some activity on that.
Coming up to the center line, Komets with it. They're going to push it all the way around the net. It's going to be stopped by DeBow. He'll take his time. Got a man on him. He's able to get it in the corner to Bork. Now Bork will send it around to the opposite side. Kick down low. It'll be Łyszczarczyk. Łyszczarczyk lost it to Pucan. Now Jenks up with it to the blue line. Here's a shot. DeBow comes out, and he'll glove it out of the air. And DeBow came right out. Boy, he saw that angle. Wasn't going to take any chances. Came right out and snagged it out of the air.
Yeah, good solid shot from the point, trying to get somebody to get a stick on it and deflect that puck and at the very least get it in the way of the ball, but he saw it the whole way, and as you know, he gets good eyes on it. He'll usually make the save, so.
Face off to the right of DeBow. No score here. 4 minutes have passed here in the first. Shane Albarani and Fred Bean with you here tonight. The puck goes down into the corner after the drop, and it belongs to the Brampton Beast. Nathan Todd sends it up to the center line where A.J. Jenks awaits. He's able to get onto the near boards, and now Todd will retreat back into his own end. Todd trying to go right down the middle of the ice. Jenks got in the way, and now it's going to be parked up along the far side, and that will give the Beast a chance to get it into the Komet zone. Jordan Hendry tries to get it across, but that's going to be offside on the Brampton Beast. Face-off come outside of the Komet line with 15:38 to go in the first period. We've got no score. Komets in action tomorrow. We will be in Kalamazoo, Michigan for a home-and-home with the Wings, and then back for a 5 o'clock start here at the Coliseum against the Wings on Sunday. There's Connor Sanvito, who rejoined the club last week. He takes the drop, and it goes into the Komet zone. Sent up along the near side. Komets trying to bust it out. Here's Jermaine Lowen. Lowen is going to get it over to Sanvito. Sanvito's going to go into the corner here in the Brampton zone. They go back behind the net. Komets can't control it. And now it'll be the Beast to get it out of there. To the center line they come. Coming across the line, another offside call on Brampton, and the Beast a little out of whack there. 2 straight offside calls on them. It'll take another face-off in the neutral zone.
Well, you know, the Komets are forcing that. They had 4 men up in the middle of the neutral zone and causing all kinds of aggravation for them trying to get it over. So they're trying to carry the puck into the zone as opposed to dump and run. But the Komets are just too many defenders and not enough receivers, if you know what I mean.
Sanvito on the face-off, can't win it. Brendan Miller gets there, and he'll take a quick shot, save made, rebound, and it's going to be kicked loose all the way into the Brampton zone. Down it goes. Brendan Miller with it. Takes it off the wall, coming to the center line. Jackson Leaf, he'll carry across. Here's a shot, missed it wide on the far side, and it comes up to the blue line. Bradford with it, got a man centering play. Shot, save made by Kehler, and it's steered out of there by the Komets. Kehler coming up big with 2 great saves. Now the Beast retreat back into their own zone.
Yeah, just when I was talking about the Komets clogging it up, they started giving them some open lanes and some good scoring opportunities that Kehler was able to handle.
Now the Komets coming down the middle of the ice. It was Bowden's. He'll hand it off to Petruzzelli, and now Bowden's again to McKenzie. Komets will come across the line. They're going to go into the corner. McKenzie back below the goal line, takes a hit. Now Pucan gets dumped on the play hard by Bowden's, and it's played up along the far side. The Beast are able to get it out off the skate of Valerani. Now coming to the center line. The Beast will gain the Komet line. Pucan with a shot and an easy save for Cole Kehler. Cole Kehler, a couple of nice grabs here in the first period. Dylan Ferguson backing up tonight. He's been on the shelf for a couple of weeks. So Ferguson back, at least on the bench. And we'll see if we'll see him this weekend. The Komets, of course, 2 big games this weekend. Then we got New Year's Eve against the Toledo Walleye back here at the Coliseum on a Tuesday. Face off to the right of Cole Kehler. 6 shots already for Brampton, just 1 for the Komets. No score. And here's the drop. St. Vino wins it cleanly. The Komets kick it off the glass. Held in at the blue line by the Beast. Clapperton tries to keep it in deep. Now it's stabbed by Bayless. Bayless will go onto the far side. Now the Komets will push it into the Brampton zone. Near side corner. Bork on the puck. He'll send it around up along the near side. Clapperton will get it out. Coming to the blue line. And now it will go out. And now the Beast will gain the Komet line. Loose puck goes down to Cole Kehler. He will angle it up along the far side. The Beast get it. Here's a shot that is going to be pushed wide. Boschman with an opportunity. Now Bork on the point, gets it down low. Clapperton got a man on him, still on his feet as he gets loose. And now Jermaine Lowen, right out in front. It goes wide of that. Boschman took the loose puck. He had a scoring chance and he missed the net. Up top again. Here's a shot. That is going to be blocked and going to get out of play as now Brampton looking kind of comfortable as they're buzzing around the net. We've got a timeout on the ice. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Hello, this is head coach Ben Boudreau. I'm the guy responsible when your Komets are in need of repair, new parts, or maybe just a quick inspection. When it comes to vehicles, I turn to the pros at Ace Radiator on Coliseum Boulevard in Fort Wayne. Ace Radiator has spent decades keeping Fort Wayne rolling with time-tested service and repair. Ace's certified technicians have more than 80 years of experience providing expert sales and service for radiators, heaters, coolers, and air conditioners. Sometimes you just have to make the call. 800-288-7964. That's Ace Radiator. 800-288-7964.
Life is busy enough. And when you add finding a doctor, it can be overwhelming. Lutheran Health Network now makes it possible to find a doctor with just one phone call to 844-LHN-DOCS. One call lets you schedule an appointment with one of more than 50 primary care providers in our network. Just call 844-LHN-DOCS. Finding a doctor with just one call, that's life, powered by Lutheran. Lutheran Health Network includes physician-owned hospitals.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Back live at the Coliseum, Shane Alberati and Fred Bean with you here tonight. So we got no score between the Komets and the Brampton Beast. We are in the first period, 13:27 to go, opening frame, and we got a face-off in the Komet zone to the right of Cole Kehler. We have got AJ Jenks to take it for the Komets. Here's the drop. Jenks wins it. It goes behind the nets. Galipeau will steer it up along the near side. And Łyszczarczyk will get it to the blue line. And the Komets will come into the neutral zone with the puck. Sean Szydlowski, he'll flip it in. It goes off the end wall. Back behind Dubois. He will stop it. Now he'll play up top of the blue line. Here's Galipeau with a shot. It's going to be tipped wide. Jenks got in there. And now up along the far side, it'll be grabbed by the Brampton Beast. Levens will come across the line. Got a man, Valerani. Here's a shot. He scores. Right over the left shoulder of Kehler. And Valerani, he's a sniper out there. Not the guy you want with the puck on his stick. And he was able to get it right over the left shoulder of Cole Kehler to make it 1-0.
Yeah, Shane, that was a great execution by Brampton on that one. They had a guy down low in the slot, pulled the puck back out, made Kehler move, and like I said, you got a sniper out there. He picked that top corner. There wasn't much more room over there, but he was able to get the puck inside the net, and down one we go. It's real important that the Komets respond to this because both teams have great records when they're leading after the first period, and they typically come out strong, and right now Brampton's had the edge on shots, and now they'll score.
Komets just with one shot on goal here in the first period. Now Brampton has taken the lead as Bryson Martin gets rid of the puck. Down, up along the far side, and now it's going to enter the Brampton zone. Now the Komets coming away with it. Here's a shot, save made by DeBow, and it's going to be steered into the corner. Up along the far side, Matt Bowden's down there. He's able to get in. Bowden's now looking for a man out in front. He had Petruzzelli, couldn't feed it to him. Now Bowden's angles up along the near side to the blue line. Here's a drive and a save made. He gets behind the ball, but he's able to snag it with the left leg, and he got a hand on it. He will freeze it and get a whistle. Big shot from the point by Binkley. Petruzzelli was right on the doorstep and went right up into the air, and DeBow was able to kick it out with the left leg.
Yeah, Petruzzelli, Johnny on the spot, was sitting there trying to gobble it up, and very fortunate that for DeBow that he was able to get a glove on that. Real juicy rebound on a very difficult shot coming from the point. Got to keep on putting those kinds of pressures on and getting that kind of activity in front.
Face-off will be to the left of DeBow. And now it goes up along the near side, coming to the blue line, and now out. Chase Stewart with it, now on the near boards. Komets rip it back into the Brampton zone. It goes down into the corner. And now Brampton will get a little bit of space out there, and a cross-rink pass goes off a skate, and it's Petgrave picking it up for the Beast. Now Petgrave will get it to Bradford, or that's Clapperton rather, now up along the near side. And now it's going to be up along the left wing near the Brampton bench area. And now Shaq Morasti trying to get a stick in there. Now he is going to get Bork right up in the chin. We got a penalty called. And now it'll be a delayed call on the Beast, or excuse me, on the Komets. As the Beast, they take the puck. It'll be Nathan Todd. Goes back behind the net. Delayed call. DeBow goes off for the extra skater, and the pass comes all the way into the Komet zone. Komets are there. Chase Stewart got a piece of it, and we have got our first penalty of the match, and it goes to the Fort Wayne Komets. Morasti is going to go off.
Yeah, just when you need to respond, you're going shorthanded. Not good timing on that penalty at all. So boys need to survive this one. They got Petruzzelli out there, high energy guy. We'll see if he can, he and Binkley can be able to keep the puck out of the zone.
So Morasti goes off. And Brampton on the power play this season. 5th best power play unit in the league. 29 power play goals on 129 chances. And here's the puck drop coming up top to the blue line. It's 1-0 Brampton. They work on a power play. They set up along the far side. Now a centering play and a save made by Kehler. We go down into the corner and up along the near side. Nathan Todd works it up top of the blue line. Petgrave slides it over. Far dot. Here's a shot, and it's blocked. Jason Binkley trying to go to Jenks. No good. Come back up top of the blue line, and the Beast still work it. They're on a power play. It goes down into the corner. Daniel Levens over on the left side. Here's a shot by Todd, and a save made by Cole Kehler. Up along the near boards, and the Komets are able to clear it out. Off the boards and now into the corner. Here's Petruzzelli, outnumbered down there. Komets skating shorthanded. And now Petruzzelli got his stick slashed right out of his hands. Referee not calling it. And now the Beast come back into the Komet zone. Big hit by Haas. And that will give Galipeau a chance to clear the zone. Down to DeBow. They'll stop it. And they'll send it up along the far side. Bouncing puck. And it will be Bowden's down there up along the far side. Him and Bayless come together. Neither one can possess the puck. And now the Beast to go back in their own zone. Still on a power play. Clapperton moves it ahead. Goes off the wall. Now back into the Komet zone. Played up along the near side and out. The Komets are able to clear it out. And we're coming up on 38 seconds to go on the power play. Beast with the puck in their own zone. Here's Miller. And Miller sends it up along the near side. Bradford will gain the line. He's going to go down into the corner. He's cut off by Haas. And the puck is going to come loose here on the near side point, and it's going to roll into the neutral zone. Miller will send it back to Boschman. Boschman's pass tipped for a moment, but still able to get it in the zone. Clapperton left side. There is Melicon up along the near side. It's going to go into the corner. Now he goes behind the net. Tied up down there. Kyle Haas gets a piece of it, but not out. Goes along the far side now to the high slot over a one-timer, and it's going to be deflected out of play, and the Komets are now full strength. So a good kill there for the Komets. Keeps this game 1-0 Brampton.
Very good kill, and I'll tell you that whole play with Petruzzelli was they were doing a line shift. He was all alone, back of the net. He's got 4 guys on him, and he was working the clock, and they hit him with such a slash. Not only was a penalty, it should have been a penalty, but they broke his stick. So here he is without a stick, basically can't engage in the play at all, and has to skate to the bench. So essentially, what you got is a 5-on-3 situation. Very fortunate for the Komets that nothing came about out of it, but I can't imagine why that call wasn't made. It was right in front of him, and he almost got hit with a broken stick.
Komets here to regroup after coming off that penalty kill. 1-0 Brampton. And the puck in the Komet zone coming to the blue line. Komets can't get it out. Jackson Leaf will send it around the wall. And here is Sean Szydlowski. He's able to move it out of there. And it's going to go all the way into the Brampton zone. Backed up along the far side. Brampton still have it. Oh, they're going to turn it over. No, they're going to be deflected. It's going to go out of play.
Right idea. Getting a stick on the puck and breaking up their play. Unfortunately, it went over the glass. We had a couple of opportunities that could have come out of that if they was able to hit the glass and come back in for us.
9:04 to go in the first. 1-0 Brampton. The face-off will go to the left of Alex DeBow. Brett McKenzie will take the face-off. And we go up along the near side. Backhander all the way into the Komet zone. Going back for it is Doherty. And Doherty moves it over on to the left side. And now the Komets will bring it forward. Going to be flipped into the zone. Komets are going to chase after it. Not going to win the battle as it goes down into the corner. Now up along the near side. Valerani will get it out. And it's Pucan up along the far boards. He'll flip it ahead. It's going to go into the Komet zone all the way down. And Doherty is back there for the Komets. He'll leave it for Galipeau up along the far side. Galipeau trying to stick handle. He gets it loose. And now it's going to come to the center line. The Komets trying to gain the zone. Backhander by McKenzie goes into the corner. Dubois will come out. And he'll peel it up along the near side. Coming right out in front of the net. Oh, it was Jermaine Lowen. He missed the net. Goes along the far boards. Coming up top of the blue line and out. Galipeau will drift back into his own territory. Now Galipeau will come ahead with it. Here's to his right. He'll come across the line. Galipeau with a man on his back. Goes along the far side. He is going to be pushed up along that wall by Petgrave. And now it's going to come up to the blue line. Komets with it. Here's a shot. Just goes wide. Back on the near side. It's Bayless. Bayless, he tries to center. Lowen with a backhander. Doesn't get through. And now we've got a penalty called. And this one should go against Brampton as Sanvito handles the puck. Down low to Lowen. And now the whistle will blow. So the Komets will get their first opportunity on a power play. Brampton, certainly no strangers to the penalty box. 187 minor penalties this season. That leads the ECHL. So the Komets will get a chance on the power play here, down by a goal.
Yeah, they need to take advantage of this. You know, Jay, that's the third time that the Komets have been very fortunate to have a puck pop out and a point-blank shot, and all 3 times they haven't been able to get it on the net. So hopefully they can start turning those opportunities into goals. But having this power play right now with Jenks on the face-off, we can win the draw or get some pressure on. We'll see if we can make something happen.
7:46 to go, first period. Komets down by a goal. And here is the face-off. Komets on a power play. Monson will pick up the penalty, and the puck is going to go all the way down into the Komet zone. And here will be Galipeau. And the Komets leading the attack to come across the line. Here is Bowdens. Bowdens at the blue line. Back to Galipeau on the far side. Tries to push it towards Łyszczarczyk. Kind of man got in the way, and now the puck will be cleared the length of the ice. Down it goes to DeBow. And now the Komets with it on the far side. They'll come across the line. On the right boards, here is Szydlowski. Szydlowski dipping down into the corner. Peels it up along the near side. Komets trying to get this power play set up. Puck goes back down into the corner, and the Beast will clear the zone. Jordan Hendry got a piece of it, and he sends it down the length of the ice. Komets will change it up. Still without a shot on net here in this power play. Coming up on 1 minute to go on it. 1-0 Brampton, 6:44 to go in the first. Komets with the puck in their own zone. Jason Binkley sends it up along the far side. Komets now will flip it in. Goes on the near side corner. Chasing after it is Sanvito. He'll send it around the wall, but nobody home but Jackson Leaf. And Leaf will find a space, and he'll send it down to Cole Kehler. Kehler banks it off the wall to Jason Binkley. Now Leaf with an interception. Here we come shorthanded. They got a man in front. Here's a shot. It's going to be wide now. Leaf trying to tuck it back home, and it's going to be saved by Kehler. Now the Komets coming back down the ice. They got a man. It's Lowen coming in. He shoots, and he missed it. And we go up along the near side. Komets reaching for it, but Jackson Leaf gets there, and it's sent all the way down. With 16 seconds to go on the power play, Jermaine Lowen had the best scoring chance of the game.
Make that 4 shots wide.
Yeah.
That was point blank. Should have had it.
Petruzzelli gets it across the line. Down to 2 seconds to go in the power play. Behind the net it goes. The Komets still picking up to the blue line. Here's Binkley. Here is a shot. Doesn't get through. And the penalty is now over. We're back to full strength. Puck comes down to the center line. Here's Shaq Marasti. Marasti will flip it in. Gloved down by DeBow, and he will leave it right on the side of the net for Brendan Miller. Miller's pass goes up along the near side, intercepted by Chase Stewart. Komets trying to turn it back the other way, but Poucan got in the way, and now Miller will drift back into his own end. Miller now lumbers forward, goes on the left side, angles it into the Komet zone, goes into the corner. Here's Clapperton, puts it on the side of the net, picked up by Kyle Haas. Haas will send it around the wall. Here is Petruzzelli, got a man here on the right wing. Can't get it to Łyszczarczyk, but he does drop it back to Jenks, who will take a shot. He missed it wide. Jenks will pick up his own rebound. He goes behind the nets, and now it will be the Beast on the puck up along the near side. Komets trying to control it. Sean Szydlowski with it, takes a shot, missed off the side of the net. Now Szydlowski goes underneath, looking for someone to give it to. Szydlowski stops. He'll send it back below the goal line. Komets will chase after it. We'll go up along the near side to the blue line. Doherty will take a shot. He had a man. It was Sean Szydlowski on the back. Doherty missed him. And now coming ahead, it's Clapperton. Clapperton on the far side. Got a man. And he's able to get to Boschman. Now he sends it back. Here's a shot. It goes high. And now sent up along the near boards to the blue line. Petgrave over on the left side. And now send it in front of the net. Going to be batted out of there by a skate. And now it'll be sent back into the Brampton zone. Petgrave, left side, quickly head to Eric Bradford, and Bradford will get it in the Komet zone. Doherty down there with a man on his back. He is able to get it over onto the far side. It's going to come off the wall, and the Beast will keep it in. Clapperton has got Galipeau all over him, is able to get it onto the face-off dot. Now it comes up. Here's Bradford, left side, got a man. Here's a shot, missed it wide. And that's going to rim up to the blue line. Komets are able to move it out. Bayless got it caught up in his jersey. That'll get us down to a timeout, so we will step aside. 1-0 Brampton. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Ready for a new apartment? You don't have to look far. St. Joe Place has everything you could ever want in an apartment complex. Internet, cable, washer, and dryer. It's all included in your monthly rent. There's also a basketball court, an outdoor grilling area, pool and hot tub, and the list goes on and on. St. Joe Place is leasing 2- and 4-bedroom apartments and now offering 3 bedrooms. Living at St. Joe Place Apartments, you'll quickly realize how great the staff and apartments really are. Call 444-3000 or visit stjoeplace.com.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find frank advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Coming out of the timeout, Komets down by 1 here in the first period. 3:49 to go first period. Komets being outshot tonight 9-3 by the visiting Brampton Beast. Face-off will be just outside of the Komet blue line. We've got Brett McKenzie. Far face-off dot. Here's the drop, and it goes into the Komet zone.
Shane, when Brampton gets in the offensive zone, the Komets are giving them way too much space, and they're able to make some passes, multiple passes, that are setting up good shots on Kehler.
Now Binkley will come across the line. Had something working there, but it's taken away by Jackson Leaf. Leaf will come across the line. Drop back pass intercepted by Petruzzelli. But now here is Binkley with it again. Binkley cuts it back to the middle of the ice, trying to feed it down low. We have got a tripping call. No, it's not going to be called. And it comes along the near side. McKenzie up top. Here's a shot and a save made by DeBow. Bryson Martin with a rip. And it comes all the way down into the Komet zone. Two possible missed calls there that would have went the Komets' way as the puck now come into the Komet zone. Sean Szydlowski is going to be worked by Petgrave, and Petgrave now it's going to come back. Here is Jinx, got a man right out in front, knocked down. Now chance for Szydlowski. Stick handles around, takes a shot, ripped it wide. Stepping up on the near side is Doherty. Doherty coming up along the wall, taken away by Volarani. Oh, Doherty took it right back. Doherty over. Shots and a save made by DeBow. They were trying to go to Łyszczarczyk on the right wing, and the pass was deflected, and DeBow had to make a save.
Szydlowski with great stick handling. He had that puck on a stick. Everybody thought he was going to take a shot, but he had too much bodies in the way. Pulled it away from the defenseman, regrouped, and feathered the pass across in front of the net. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a good shot off of that, but then Doherty stepped in, makes a nice play, gives us yet another scoring opportunity.
Face out to the right of DeBow. It goes into the corner. And now sent up along the near side, kept in by Doherty, and a shot, and that save made by DeBow. Łyszczarczyk tried to deflect it out of midair, but DeBow was able to see it right into the jersey.
Łyszczarczyk wanted that one. He just missed that with the stick. He was all over it. That puck was fluttering a little bit to begin with, which is a very difficult shot for any goaltender to handle. And if he could have got the stick coming down on the puck, it would have deflected it into a very dangerous situation. It just missed.
Face off to the left of DeBow here in the Brampton zone. Coming up, here's a shot by Chase Stewart. It's blocked, and now Clapperton will come across the line. He is going to drop it over onto the far side, but there is Chase Stewart. He got in the way of the pass, and we go back behind the net. Now it comes out in front. Cole Kehler trying to stand his ground. He is spread out all over the place, and finally the referee lost sight of it, even though the puck was right in front of Kehler, and I'm sure Brampton not happy about that, but Cole Kehler got caught in an unenviable position. He was right on his belly flopping around trying to find the puck through all those legs.
Yeah, well, there was three Brampton players behind the net against one Komet player, and obviously with numbers like that, they're going to get the puck, and they ended up pulling that puck in front of the net, and there was no help coming at him until Kehler ended up making the save, and the puck, like you said, Shane, was just sitting there. Just a very juicy rebound, and fortunately, the Komet defensemen were able to take the Brampton player to the ice, and we got a whistle.
Face on to the left, Cole Kehler. 2:13 to go in the first period. 1-0 Brampton. Puck coming up to the blue line. It will be Brampton on the puck. Here's a shot. It's blocked. And now all the way into the Brampton zone. Here's Bork with it. Bork over onto the right side. Long stretch pass going to come into the Komet zone. Morasti back there for the Komets. And now it's being peeled up along the far side. Now Haas with it. Oh, they got a man right out in front. Oh, it was tipped and a save made by Kehler. And it goes along the far side. Nathan Todd snuck in behind everybody. And now the Brampton Beast with the puck. Cross-ring pass going to be tipped. And here's Clapperton going to come across the line. Here you got a man. Here's a shot. It's going to be blocked. That was Boschman with a chance. It's going to come off the glass. And now all the way into the Brampton zone with 1:27 to go. Here in the first, Brampton with the puck. But here's Jermaine Lowen causing havoc down here in the Brampton zone, trying to get Bork off the puck. And he cannot do it. The lead pass comes along the left side. A little bit too tall for Henry. The Komets are able to turn it right back into the Brampton zone. But that will be an icing on the Komets. And that is a Just Cream Ice Cream Boutique icing call. Never settle for just one scoop at Just Cream Ice Cream on DuPont Road.
Shane, huge save by Kehler. That one had goal written all over it. He was hung out to dry, point blank, and but it was able to hit it down. Unbelievable save. That was 2-0 with less, coming at the last minute of the period is not the way to go into the locker room. So keep it as a one-goal game.
Cole Kehler staying hot in this one. He's faced 12 shots, making 11 saves. Here's the face-off. To the left of Kehler, going to get out. Here's Jermaine Lowen. Tries to send it to Petruzzelli. Brampton there back to defend it. Here's Volarani up along the left side. Going to come to the center line. We've got 1 minute to go in the period. Sent to Pucan, out of Volarani. He comes in. Here's a shot. It goes off the side of the net. Back up along the far side. Brett McKenzie tries to move it up along the wall, and now he is going to send it into the neutral zone. Now McKenzie will stick handle. He'll come across the line. One arms it into the corner. And the Beast will send it up along the far side. Comes right out in front of the net. Oh, it was Bowden's right there. Could not get a stick on it. Now back up along the far side. Here's Galipeau. Galipeau coming across the line to Petruzzelli. Got something cooking here. Here's a shot, and Abo will make the save. And did not allow a rebound, which was a good thing because the Komets are camped out right in front.
A lot of energy out of Galipeau on that one. Petruzzelli picking up his backside and able to get a good shot on net. DeBow able to see it all the way into the glove and not give up a rebound.
25 seconds to go here in the first period. First period is moved along pretty quickly here tonight. Just one goal scored. It was for Brampton. And here is the face-off to the left. Alex DeBow in the Brampton zone. A.J. Jenks will take the drop. Jenks and Eric Bradford. It's going to be kicked into the corner. The Beast will take it off the glass, and down it goes. Here's Binkley. Binkley over to the far boards, and he'll enter the zone. It's going to be going down into the corner. Sean Szydlowski after it up top of the blue line. Here's a blast. It's going to go wide of the net. Now back up along the far side. That was Binkley with the rip, and now Binkley will drop back with Bryson Martin in Komet territory. 3 seconds to go. Bryson Martin goes behind Cole Kehler, and that'll do it for the first period. So Cole Kehler really was the story of that first period. He came up big with a couple of big saves on point-blank opportunities by the Brampton Beast as the Komets. It's been the story here the past few games, but when you don't have Sean St. Amant or Brady Shaw, that's a lot of offense out of this lineup. So the Komets just got to find ways to generate some more shots because 6 in 1 period, not going to get it done here tonight.
No, it isn't. And even more concerning, or equally concerning, I should say, is the amount of room to operate that Brampton's had in the offensive zone. When they get set up, they're making 3 or 4 different passes, and they don't have a Komet in their jersey, if you will. So it's easy on them. When the Komets are in the offensive zone, they've had a lot of traffic. They've been forced to dump the puck into the corner and then try to go and get it back again. And when you start playing that kind of hockey, you don't get a lot of scoring opportunities, and that's reflected in the 12-to-6 shot ratio. So hopefully we can turn that around in the second period.
So we are going to the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. The Komets down 1-0. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Union Labor has been building Chevy and GMC pickup trucks for over 80 years. The UAW has been dedicated to building quality trucks at the GM Fort Wayne Assembly Plant for over 30 years. Your friends and neighbors in the UAW work every day to bring those quality trucks to your favorite dealerships. Visit your local Chevy or GMC dealer and drive the union-made quality that makes buying a full-size pickup truck such a great value. GMC and Chevy full-size pickup trucks built by the hardworking men and women of UAW Local 2209. Thanks to the UAW.
Right now, I'm holding a perfectly ice-cold Coors Light. You know how I know it's the perfect temperature? Because the mountain on the can is blue. And also, it's really cold. Every Coors Light is cold filtered, cold lagered, and cold packaged. Notice how many times I said cold? 3 times. It's that cold. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue, because that means it's ready to enjoy. 2019 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
If you've been beat up after a tough night on the ice or a hard day at the office, locally owned Mattress Warehouse could score you a quality sleep at a comfortable price. With brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, and Symbol, our experienced team will find you the comfort and support that will make you feel like a winner. Rush into one of our 3 Fort Wayne locations on North Coliseum Boulevard, Lima Road, or Illinois Road, or log on to mattresswarehousefw.com.
Mattress Warehouse. Sleep on it tonight.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Kaleidoscope Floors is giving you a chance to be a part of the Komets this season. Just visit Kaleidoscope Floors on Facebook or Twitter and say you want to be the next guest statistician of the game. Each winner will sit in the press box, keep stats, and be interviewed live on WOWO during the second intermission of each home game. It's all presented by Kaleidoscope Floors, now at their new larger location, 1610 West Cook Road. Contest open to kids 9 and older and must be accompanied by an adult. Sign up right now and be the next Kaleidoscope Floors guest statistician of the game.
Napa know-how. Why should you buy a 99-cent Napa bag? Because it's no ordinary bag. It can save you 20% on 3 or more items you can fit inside. Some call that magic. Others say it's the 8th wonder of the world. But whatever it is, it's the best way to save you 20% on brakes, filters, wipers, and more. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Minimum 3 items. Exclusions apply. Offer ends 10/31/19.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We have got a 1-0 game, and it is in favor of the Brampton Beast tonight as we take a look at what has happened so far here in this one. First, our shots on goal being brought to you by Huntington University. All Komet season ticket holders can take advantage of 25% off tuition. Just call the Komet office or the Huntington University admissions office. We had 12 shots in the first period for Brampton. The Komets just with 6. The Beast only goal of the game came from Valerani, his 15th of the season at 7:01. It was Levens getting the assist on that goal. And take a look at the goaltenders. Alex DeBow, 6 saves tonight on 6 shots for the Brampton Beast. Cole Keeler, 12 shots and 11 saves tonight. Both teams have had a chance on the power play. Brampton 0 for 1. Komets are also 0 for 1. Shaq Marasti went off for roughing at 9-11. And then we had Meliswan coming off for a hooking minor at 12-14. And that so far has been the only penalties here tonight. So a pretty clean hockey game. Not very many chances on the man advantage for either team. But the Brampton Beast, they are coming away with a 1-0 lead at the end of 20 minutes of play. We will take a break. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Let me tell you a thing or two about the people who don't compromise. They love Pepsi Zero Sugar. Why? Because it's got all the flavor and zero the sugar. How's that for not compromising? They're the sort of person that likes surf with their turf. And the drink with their feast? Yeah, they have a Pepsi Zero Sugar. The person who doesn't compromise loves a good golden doodle. All the golden retriever goodness with just a hint of doodle. And when they're bringing said golden doodle for a walk, they bring a Pepsi Zero Sugar. Pepsi Zero Sugar. All the flavor, zero the sugar.
When 2 leaders in cancer work as a team, they're better together. Announcing the affiliation of the Parkview Cancer Institute with MD Anderson Cancer Network, a program of MD Anderson Cancer Center, the leading cancer center in the nation. Together, we're offering you the benefits of Parkview's revolutionary subspecialized care model, combined with the expertise of a national leader, all in one location. It's a collaboration that's bringing a higher level of cancer care to our region. Here at the Parkview Cancer Institute, patients have access to clinical trials, as well as surgical options not offered anywhere else in the region. And when you need a second opinion, Parkview is always here to help. Subspecialized physicians, access to clinical trials, unique surgical options, and now an affiliation with MD Anderson Cancer Network. That's better cancer care. Parkview, we believe in better.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back alive here at the Coliseum. The Komets have got a lot of work ahead of them, not just tonight, but coming up all this weekend. We've got 3 games starting tonight, and then tomorrow we're up in Kalamazoo to take on the Kalamazoo Wings, and then Sunday, Kalamazoo for the return match back here at the Coliseum. Then on New Year's Eve, it will be the Toledo Walleye coming to town, so make sure you get your tickets for all the Komet action coming up still here in the year of 2019. Let's take a look at the Meijer out-of-town scoreboard here tonight as we are in the middle of our first intermission. Meijer, where you get the rewards without the work. Got some games that have gone final. South Carolina 3 and the Atlanta Gladiators 1. That one is now done for as the Stingrays get the win in that one. At the end of 2 periods of play up in Kalamazoo, it's the Kalamazoo Wings 4 and the Indy Fuel 2. The Worcester Railers, they're up 3-2 on the Adirondack Thunder. They have got 18:41 to go in the third period. At the end of 2 periods of play, it is Norfolk 6 and the Greenville Swamp Rabbits 5. So a shootout down in Greenville tonight. In Toledo, we have got a 1-0 game. The Walleye are up on the Wheeling Nailers. That game is done with 40 minutes. 3-0. The Reading Royals over the Maine Mariners. Tonight they are done with 2 periods of play. They are going to the third. Also coming close to the third period, we have got the Florida Everblades and the Jacksonville Icemen. The Everblades are up 2-1 on the Icemen in that one. In Cincinnati tonight, we've got a 1-1 game between the Kansas City Mavericks and the Cyclones. 7:27 to go in the second period. And out west, we have got some games that have yet to get underway. Wichita, they are at Rapid City tonight. Tulsa, they are taking on the Utah Grizzlies. And the Allen Americans, they are at the Idaho Steelheads. And that is a look at the Meijer out-of-town scoreboard tonight. The Meijer app will learn all about you and your shopping preferences the more you use it. Enter your M-Perks ID every time you check out. We are in the middle of the first intermission. You are listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Hi, this is Dr. Roger Pacina. With the holidays coming up, are you concerned with how your teeth look? It's frustrating, isn't it? You want to do something, but maybe it's been a while since you saw a dentist. Did you know Afton is the most referred dentist in Michiana? The reasons are simple. We aren't going to talk down to you or make you feel bad. We'll listen to your concerns and help find the right treatment for you so you look better and feel better about yourself. There are many cosmetic options out there. For crooked teeth, there are regular braces and Invisalign. For missing or damaged teeth, there are crowns, veneers, dental implants, and more. At Afton, we offer complete dental care at one convenient location with easy payment terms and 0% financing for those who qualify. Look good for your holiday gatherings and family photos. Call Afton across from the Coliseum on Parnell at 482-8386 or visit our website at afton.com.
Oh, Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the winning values you've been looking for on all the new 2020 models, starting at only $34,000. Check out the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator, the only open-air pickup truck, or change lines to the Power Top. Now available for the first time ever on Jeep Wrangler, the all-new 2020 Ram 1500 pickup with best-in-class fuel economy, with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is one tough truck. For all your everyday work needs, we also have an awesome selection of our new line of commercial Pro Master vans. Come see the complete lineup of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks all in one place. O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is proud to support the Komets and our community for over 40 years. O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road next to Meijer or online at o'danielauto.com. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We are in the middle of our first intermission here tonight between the Komets and the Brampton Beast. Shane Alvarani and Fred Bean taking you through this one here tonight. Komet fans, the Fish House located just down the street from the Coliseum on North Clinton wants you to eat free walleye. When the Komets beat the Toledo Walleye at home this season, just take your ticket to the Fish House for a free walleye appetizer with the purchase of any regular entree. Eat walleye at the Fish House this season, and your next chance to eat free walleye is coming up on New Year's Eve. So get your tickets for that one. It is a Fort Wayne tradition. Also, make sure you get your tickets for Sunday night's game against the Kalamazoo Wings. And Komet fans, Napa Auto Parts is giving you a month full of winning deals to help keep you safe on the roads during the winter. Stop into your local store and buy a 2-pack of Night Vision Brilliant headlamps and get a pair of Proformer wiper blades for free. Because when you put safety first, your equipment shouldn't be second rate. Napa Auto Parts is proud to be a part of the community and a proud sponsor of the Fort Wayne Komets. And when water, fire, mold, or storm damage strikes your home or business, you want a hometown team you can trust. Call the teams the Komets call. That's Hayes & Sons. Learn more at hayesondsons.com/Komets. And rush into one of Mattress Warehouse's 3 Fort Wayne locations located on North Coliseum Boulevard, Lima Road, or Illinois Road, or at mattresswarehousefw.com. Mattress Warehouse, sleep on it tonight. We will take a break. We're in the middle of the first intermission. Come back and take a look at the standings in the ECHL as we finish up the 12th month of the year. You are listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Comet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Sports fans, Bet Indiana News has got you covered. Football, basketball, baseball, and more. Bet Indiana News is the sharpest source for the latest sports betting news from across the country and around the state. And always with an eye on the action, the favorites, the underdogs, the sharp money, and more. It's where you'll find all the sports betting info you want, all at one site. Visit BetIndianaNews.com today.
This is Komets head coach Ben Boudreau inviting everyone to Texas Roadhouse before every Komets home game. Wear your favorite Komets jersey and get a free cactus blossom. And you can even sit in the famous Komets Corner. Texas Roadhouse is the home of award-winning steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made-from-scratch sides, and unbelievable fresh-baked bread. Of course, Texas Roadhouse has plenty of ice-cold beer and legendary margaritas. Get to Texas Roadhouse with your Komets jersey before every Komets home game and get a free cactus blossom. Texas Roadhouse on Washington Center Road.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, 1-0 Brampton at the end of one period of play here at the Coliseum. Komets back in action tomorrow. We'll be up in Kalamazoo, and then Sunday for a 5 o'clock start against the Wings one more time. Let's take a look at the standings in the ECHL. Some teams coming up on 30 games played. Tonight is the Komets' 29th game played. One of those teams with already 30 in the books. It's the Newfoundland Growlers. They are the defending Kelly Cup champs. They are currently in first place in the North Division with 40 points. That's a 5-point cushion on the second place team. The team the Komets are playing tonight, the Brampton Beast. And then you've got the Reading Royals and the Maine Mariners rounding out the top 4 spots in the North Division. In the South, the South Carolina Stingrays are keeping up their torrid pace. Their record is 21-2-3 with 1 shootout loss in 27 games played. 46 points, and believe it or not, that is not even the most in the league right now. But South Carolina right now running away with the South Division. Florida trying to keep it close. They have got 38 points on the season. Orlando with 31 and Greenville with 29. In the Central, where the Komets reside, Cincinnati 42 points. They picked up that big point against the Komets on Saturday as they won it in overtime. The Komets also got a point to keep them in second place, just 1 point up on the Toledo Walleye, who were winning their game 1-0 at last check against the Wheeling Nailers at home tonight. So depending on what happens here tonight, Fort Wayne, Toledo, they could go back and forth here for a little bit. And Wheeling, they are still very much in the mix. They have got 30 points on the season, playing better as of late. The Indy Fuel, 28 points on the year, but they were losing to Kalamazoo 4-2. Now, last time we checked in on that one. In the Mountain Division, we're the best team in the ECHL, the Allen Americans, 48 points this season, a record of 22-5-4. Allen, after winning 2 straight Kelly Cups, they did not make the playoffs the last couple of years, so this is a rebound season for them, and they're doing it in a big way. 48 points, and they have got a nice firm cushion on the second place team, the Idaho Steelheads. They have got a record of 17-9-3-2, 39 points. Then you've got everybody still in the race in the Mountain Division as we come into the new year. Wichita, Utah, and Rapid City all with 33 points. Tulsa with 28, and Kansas City with 24. And that is a look at the standings in the ECHL has still got a lot of action left to go in the year 2019. Comet fans, every Tuesday on Apple Podcasts and at Komets.com, we've got a new episode of the Huntington University Komets podcast. And if you want to check out all the episodes, just go to Komets.com. Our latest episode involves Journal Gazette beat writer Justin Cohn, and this will be part of a two-part series. We'll have the sequel to that episode coming up next Tuesday. So if you want to check that out, we will have that available to you on Komets.com and at Apple Podcasts. Both teams are retaking the ice for the second period tonight. We will take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
When you need an ER, where do you turn? At Lutheran Health Network, we are ER. We are here for you with 8 convenient hospital locations throughout the region. We are the only area ER with online check-in. Save your spot in line online. To learn more, visit lutheranhealth.net/weareer. Patients are seen in order of severity, therefore your spot may not be guaranteed. In case of a life-threatening emergency, call 911.
Komets Sons Funeral Homes have been serving Fort Wayne and area families since it was founded in 1925. Now a member of the Dignity Memorial Network, Macomb provides pre-planning, funeral planning, cremation, and memorialization services. Compassionate local care, the most meaningful services celebrating a life well lived, all provided at the best value. Komets Sons Funeral Homes, a Dignity Memorial provider.
Enjoy your backyard. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces to see a huge selection of paver and retaining wall systems for your home. While you're there, you can learn about the outdoor fireplace options that are available from Outdoor Lifestyles. And be sure to check out the showroom for the latest indoor models from Heatolator. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces at 4936 Knob Road or on the web at knobbrick.com. NOBDRICK.com. Knob Brick and Fireplaces, Fort Wayne's only locally owned real brick and mortar store.
This is Comet Hockey.
Both teams back on the ice here at the Coliseum. Shane Albarani and Fred Bean with you here tonight. The Komets need a little bit of offense. The Komets, of course, without Brady Shaw and Shaw St. Amant, that's a lot of firepower out there, which means the offense has been wilting a little bit the last few games, but we just got to get some more chances, let alone trying to put the puck in the net. You just got to get some shots on the net. The Komets just with 6 right now.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Frampton's missing Sparks, who got suspended from the Worcester game. But like I said, if you take a look at the standings, those two guys that are out for us are right there at the top of the leaderboard. So the others have to step it up with that, and what they have to do in order to be able to make that happen is start getting some play that's set up. We get a little action down in the corner now.
As we start up the second period, Brett McKenzie and Anthony Petruzzelli having a couple words down there, as Matt McLeod in the mix as well. So the Komets coming out with a little bit of attitude. Bork also down there as well for Brampton. Everybody gets separated, but sometimes that's what you need. You got to come out, pop someone in the mouth, and maybe that gets everything going.
Absolutely. It's good to see. I mean, this is what we were talking about going into the end of the first period, is that Brampton had way too much space to operate in, and you know what you got to do is you got to get up and get close to them and let them know you're there. And you know, McKenzie was saying hello, so that's the way to start the period.
Puck drop in the neutral zone, going to come into the Comet end now. Here's Jenks over to Galipeau on the left side. Here is Łyszczarczyk. He'll move it ahead, coming to center ice. Over the shoulder of Jenks. It's tipped up along the near side, and now back into the Comet zone. Here's Galipeau coming down the middle of the ice. Moves it over onto the right side, banked off the wall, and into the Brampton zone. Jenks first one down there for the Komets. Down there in the corner, Łyszczarczyk trying to help him out. Now it goes along the far side, and it's picked up by Pucan. Pucan will skate with it. He gets through everybody, goes along the far side. Got snagged there for a moment by Sean Szydlowski, but didn't go down as he's able to move it in the Comet zone. He dumps it in. The Komets are able to get it right back out. And Pucan will get to it, but it's going to be offside on the Brampton Beast. 18:51 to go, second period, 1-0 Brampton.
Yeah, the Szydlowski clear was a little too hot to handle. You know, it was airborne as opposed to down on the ice, and Łyszczarczyk was unable to get it, so that ended up playing ping pong, and now we got the face-off on the center ice.
Komets get to it. Chase Stewart off the wall to Bayless. Bayless goes up along the near side into the Brampton zone. It is played. Miller will wheel it up along the near side, kept in by Haas. Haas tries to go underneath to Jermaine Lowen. It's come up one to top to Haas. He'll take a shot through some traffic. It goes wide. And on the far side, it's going to be pushed up along the wall, and the Beasts are able to get it out. Cross-ring pass will come into the Komets zone. The Komets are there to defend it, and back down it goes. Going after it is Lowen. Lowen will get there. Lowen lost his stick, and it goes all the way along the far side, and the Beast will get it into the corner. Jermaine Lowen retrieves his stick. He's able to come off the ice, and now the Beast move it up along the near side. Nathan Todd being harassed by Haas, and now it's going to come across the line. Kehler is down there, goes into the corner. Now Petruzzelli, backhander up along the far side. It's going to skip over the stick of Matt Bowdens. And now the Beast will retreat back in their own zone. Petgrave lost the puck. Here's McKenzie. McKenzie got a man out in front. Oh, he missed Petruzzelli. Passed it behind him. And now it's going to get to the neutral zone where Bryson Martin has got to send it back in to the Brampton zone for Bork. Bork goes back behind the goal line, comes up top of the blue line. Now Szydlowski will pick it up. Here's a shot. He missed it wide. Coming up is Jason Binkley. Gives it a whack. Gets it over to Brett McKenzie. McKenzie, he lost it. And now back the other direction. McLeod will get it out. Here's Jackson Leaf. He comes across the line. And we are going to have offside call on the Brampton Beast. And that was a good thing because Leaf had a lot of room out there.
Yeah, he did. But, back it up into the offensive zone that we had an opportunity. All of that started with Bowden standing his man up. Puck come off, free open space. The Komets were able to collect and move it back in for a couple of good opportunities. But as you said, they broke it out through the neutral zone, and Leaf just a bit of offsides. Otherwise, they could have had a good scoring opportunity. So we'll take the offsides and go from there. But at least they're starting to hit and create some space of their own, getting some offensive.
1-0 Brampton here in the second period as Bryson Martin gets it down to DeBow. He'll stop it with the blocker. He sets up and he'll leave it behind the net. Over onto the near side, Cameron Backer will go up along the far boards for Jackson Leaf. Leaf almost got it taken away by Łyszczarczyk, but he's able to get it back and now sent back into the Komets zone. Here's Leaf coming across the line, got a man with him, takes a shot, and Kehler's able to hang on to it. And Leaf had a man on the left side. He decided to take the shot, and Kehler was able to smother it.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get one for Dad in the stands, but I'm awful glad he took the shot on that one, because if he had gone across ice, that would have been a much better scoring opportunity. The difference between a red shot and a green shot is that if the goaltender is able to stand up and get square to it and have a look at it, that's a red shot, and that's what he opted for as opposed to passing it across the crease.
There's Volarani with a big blast right there in the slot, right off the face-off, and Kehler coming up big again as we're now seeing Brampton's offense starting to come alive a little bit here in the second period.
Yeah, in the first period, we had Szydlowski take two of these face-offs and won them both, so I'm hoping he could do the same here. It'd be good if we got him, to be as good as Jenksy on that area.
Sanvito and Pucan on the drop. It goes into the corner, and Doherty has got to track after it. He's got it behind the net. Him and Volarani, they wrestle for it. Now it gets loose to Volarani to the blue line. On to the far side. Now they drop it down low into the corner. Doherty pushes this man off the puck. Nice. And Doherty is able to get it loose over on the right side. Sanvito reaching for it. He'll send it into the Brampton zone. Komets will come off for a line change. And now the Beast coming up along the near side. Here's Miller. He'll take a shot. Easy save for Kehler. And the rebound goes onto the near side. Into the corner. Brett McKenzie will gobble it up. He will skate with it on the right side. Banks it off the glass. Bouncing puck into the Komet bench. That'll slow things up here in the second period. 16:04 to go in the second. The Komets still without a shot on net here in the second period.
Yeah, a question that play by McKenzie. He had a head man in front. He had somebody way left in the neutral zone, and he opted to try and bank it off the glass, which even if it came back into play and didn't go out of play, it would have been a bouncing puck and very difficult. And trying to you have control of the puck. Why do you want to throw it out and then have to go fight for it again as opposed to hitting the head man? Interesting decision.
Face off to the right of Cole Kehler in the Comet zone. Brett McKenzie will take the face off. McKenzie and Chris Clapperton. And it goes all the way on the opposite side. Moving up along the near side, it will be the Komets getting it out. Bowdens will get it into the Brampton zone, but there's Bork right on the puck, being harassed by Petruzzelli. Gets forced behind the nets, but the Beasts are still able to get it out of the zone. Now they come across into the Komet territory. Going to come on the near side corner. Back below the goal line, Nathan Todd. Onto the far side, Komets with it. Here comes Bowdens. Bowdens on the right side. He'll stretch across the blue line, hand it off. Here's a shot, blocked. And now up along the far side, Chase Stewart getting up to the blue line. Now Petruzzelli, nice little move, but it rolled off his stick. Now it goes down to Bork for the Beast. Goes back behind his goaltender, Alex Dubois, going to be pumped off the wall, and it's going to be grabbed by Glapperton. Takes a wide turn, enters the Komet zone, hands it off to Todd, toe drag, shot, and it's going to be blocked. Back to Martin. Bryson Martin on the far side, gets it to Szydlowski, tried to go to Łyszczarczyk, who got in behind the D. It's deflected, but McKenzie will pick it up. McKenzie will take a shot, save made by Dubois, and he'll handle the rebound, and he'll get a whistle.
Right idea to Łyszczarczyk. This is much better Komet hockey we've seen in the last 50 seconds on both ends of the ice. They're trying to control the puck and find their man and make the passes, as opposed to just getting a stick on the puck and flipping it up and then running after it. Much better Komet hockey. We got way too much talent to play any other way than that.
Jenks on the face-off.
Broken stick.
And it'll be the Beast coming away with the puck. Here's Leaf. Jackson Leaf coming across. Gets a big check from Bryson Martin. Puck goes into the corner. Jason Binkley battling down there for the Komets. And it comes down into the corner again, back below the goal line. Here's Martin. Tries to shove it up along the far wall. And again, now it is tangled up. And below the goal line it comes. The Beast with it. Onto the near side corner. They come up top of the blue line. Here is a shot. Goes wide. Now it comes out in front. Picked up by Binkley. And Binkley will send it up along the near side for Alan Łyszczarczyk. Łyszczarczyk going to come right down the middle of the ice. Moving to his right. Flips it in. He'll chase after it. And here's Łyszczarczyk all over it down in the corner. Gets tripped down on the play. Goes behind the nets. And now it'll be grabbed by the Beast. Up along the near side. Komets still with it again. Bayless with it. Oh, they're going to get called for offside. Just barely there. Bayless went all the way up top of the blue line. Thought he had it on side, but apparently someone had stepped over. So, face-off come outside of the Brampton line. Near side face-off dot. And Connor Sanvito will take the drop.
It's 4. He's won them all.
Sanvito with another nice effort on the face-off. Going to go all the way in to the Brampton zone. Here's Jermaine Lowen below the goal line. Sends it around the wall, and Valerani on it. Valerani takes a big hit by Lowen, pops right up, and the Beast still with possession of the puck. Here's Pucan. He also gets drilled by Doherty. Pucan still with it. Pucan now laying out. Jermaine Lowen got a stick on it, and back it goes into the Brampton zone. Elvis Swan. He'll move it ahead. Gets it to Valerani, who gets around Jermaine Lowen. And Jermaine Lowen all over the place down in the Brampton zone. Finally, the Beast are able to move it out. Elliswan up on the far side. He lost it to Taylor Doherty. And now Doherty will get it to Jermaine Lowen. Lowen's going to come up along the left side, looking for a shot. Drop to Galipeau. Shot. Save made by Dubois. And going in after it is Jermaine Lowen. And Jermaine Lowen has to answer to that. Getting in there tight, hoping Dubois would drop it, but nothing will come of that. Everyone is separated, and we've got a timeout on the ice. We will step aside. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
There's nothing like waking up to a warm, delicious breakfast deal.
Huh?
Get up, sleepyhead. Tim Hortons has breakfast double deals. Grab the new deal on egg and cheese wrap snackers, 2 for just $2.
Nice.
Or say hello to 2 sausage, egg, and cheese English muffins or bagel sandwiches for just $4.
Hello.
Really hungry? Well, now you can get 2 hearty bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits for just $5.
I'm getting my keys.
Wake up to breakfast double deals. Now at Tim Hortons. Limited time only at participating restaurants. Single item at regular price on menu. No substitutions.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
13 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the second period here at the Coliseum. Shane Albarani and Fred Bean with you here tonight. Komets are down by a goal, 1-0. Face off to the right of DeBow. And the Komets played into the corner in front of the nets. We got a penalty called. It was Bowden's. He centered it. Looks like it was Chase Stewart cutting right in front of the net. He was chopped from behind. And the Komets are going to get a power play. Their second one of the game. Clapperton goes into the box.
Yeah, Stewie come flying in with a puck coming out of the corner. He was right in front to make the shot on net, but like I said, he got chopped from behind. We'll take the penalty. I'll tell you, before we went to the break, Lowen was a one-man wrecking ball out there. He kept, it looked like it was a short-handed situation. He kept 4 Brampton players back in the defensive end and was able to, as they finally got the puck out, come back into the neutral zone and lead the rush to go back into the offensive zone and rush the goaltender right on the crease. Good play. Let's see if we can get some more energy out of the rest of the boys and follow that lead.
There's the Catalyst Fitness power play. Catalyst Fitness now with 3 Fort Wayne locations. As here is Galipeau going to fish it into the Brampton zone, sent around the wall into the corner, and it's intercepted. And the Beast will clear it down the length of the ice. Coming out is Kehler way out of the crease. And he'll stop it, and he'll give it up to Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski sends it over to Bowden's. Pass behind him, able to haul it in. He'll come across the line. He goes into the corner, but Eric Bradford is there for the Beast. He sends it up along the far side and now out of the zone. All the way down it goes. Kehler will stop it. The Komets got to regroup. Galipeau back behind the net. Komets are on a power play here. Bayless on the left side. Bayless coming across the line, going into the corner. He smashed on the play, and it goes down into the corner. Coming up to the blue line. Again, the Komets cannot hang on to it. And this power play going nowhere.
Shane, they're not working the puck over the blue line. 3 times they came down to the blue line, 1-0, and dumped into the corner. Now they got it moving.
There is Bayless to the point to Binkley's shot. Through some traffic, did not get in on DeBow, and all the way down it goes again. Komets still without a shot on net on this power play. 36 seconds to go on the man advantage. Binkley ahead to McKenzie. McKenzie stick handles around one man, trying to get it to Lowen. Lowen up along the near side, steers it up to the blue line. Here's Binkley trying to get some space. He'll kick it off the wall, down low to McKenzie. McKenzie onto the far side, backhander up top. Here's Szydlowski on the point. Szydlowski over. Binkley takes a shot. It is loose. It's underneath. Oh, it goes underneath of DuBois' leg and off to the side. And now the Beast will able to clear it. Looked like that puck was just sitting there, but DuBois had his leg on it. And it goes back behind the net with just 2 seconds to go on the power play.
Inches away from tying this one up, Shane, and that was an excellent play by the Komets, moving the puck over, started by McKenzie and finished up by low inside. Great movement to get down and get those opportunities.
Puck goes off the wall. Sean Szydlowski out to center ice. Now the puck is going to trickle back into the Komet zone. And it's Volarani on the right side. Got a man cut into the nets. In front. Oh, tapped aside. Knocked away. They try to wrap it around. It's blocked by Kehler. Now Haas will go off the glass. Here's Łyszczarczyk on the left side. Got a man with him. Sends it over. Here's a shot. Score! We're tied at 1. Right off the glove of Alex DeBow. He thought he had it, but it trickled in, and the Komets have tied it up. Sean Szydlowski will get the goal off a beautiful pass from Alan Łyszczarczyk.
Yeah, exactly right. Beautiful pass, and it was because Łyszczarczyk took the puck, kept control of the puck, carried it over the blue line, even though he had people hanging on him. Saw Szydlowski move the puck off across the neutral zone, into the lower zone there, and Szydlowski point blank was able to get the shot off after DeBow was moving his feet and didn't get a good look at it. Nice play.
Szydlowski's 7th of the season sets this game up at now 1-1 here in the second period at the Coliseum.
Yeah, Łyszczarczyk took that puck really deep down into the zone and feathered it back right across the crease. Nice move.
So the Komets get on the board. We are tied at 1. Nathan Todd trying to answer for the Beast, cuts across the line. Here's a shot by Moshman. It's taken away. Rebound is also blocked. Now the Komets here transitioning. It's McKenzie on the right side. Hustlin's Petruzzelli. McKenzie coming across the line. Takes a shot. DeBow kicks it out with the right leg. Nathan Todd on the right side moves it forward to Jackson Leaf. Leaf will come across the line. He's met there by Galipeau, and it goes into the corner. Back on the far side, Shaq Morasti gets it out. He'll flip it in, and Morasti will give chase to it here in the Brampton zone. Morasti up along the far side. He gets tangled up on the play. Now we've got a mash up. The puck squirts loose. Comes out in front of the nets. And it will be Brampton with the puck coming to the center line. Here's Bayless. Bayless on the left side. He'll toss it into the Brampton zone. Bouncing puck. It'll be snagged by Bork before it got through to DeBow. Fed up along the near side wall. And the Beasts are able to move it out with the Komets. Regain possession of it. Here's Doherty. Pass up along the far side. Going to be tipped into the Komet bench. And now we have got some extra. Shaq Morasti and Jermaine Lowen down there. Double team some poor soul in a gray jersey. I think that's Bork. And Morasti and Lowen, that's a lot of meat down there. And Bork right in front of the Komet bench.
Yeah, swallowed up in orange is what he was. Not a good place to be for sure.
And it's going to be Morasti going off. And the gate is open for Brampton as well. So it looks like we'll have coincidental minors here. Morasti right now is the only one in there. Well, the door's going to close up. So the Komets are going to get the penalty here. All right, so second power play of the game for the Komets. And it's Morasti. So that'll set up a face-off in the Komet zone. We're tied at 1 here in the second period. 9:19 to go, second frame. Face-off to the right of Cole Kehler. It'll be Jenks to take the face-off. Jenks and Boschman. Puck goes along the far side on the right boards. Here's a shot. They score. Just 4 seconds into the power play. And it'll be Meliswan getting the goal. Well, that didn't take long.
That hurt a little bit, not going to lie. We finally got some momentum going, got the 2 games tied up. It was a lot of hopping everybody's step. Take a penalty and 4 seconds in, and they not one.
And it was a quick pass to Meliswan. He was all alone on Kehler. So it's 2-1 Brampton. They regain the lead with 9:15 to go in the second period. That's a power play goal. First of the game for Brampton. They're 29th overall this season.
Back to work.
Jenks will go back in the face-off circle from center ice. And he's in with Pucan. Here's the drop. It's going to go into the Komet zone. Here's Galipeau. Galipeau going all the way back, and he moves it over to Doherty. Doherty trying to go to Łyszczarczyk. Pass was behind him, goes off the end wall, and it's going to be snagged by DeBow, but I think that's going to be an icing. Yep. Yeah. So we'll go down and have a face-off in the Komet zone, and the Komets, like you said, Fred, they had the momentum there, and he gave up that one quickly on 4 seconds into a power play. That also hurts as well.
Yeah. We're going to see how they respond now. Like I said, if they get back to just like that play right there, he didn't connect with Łyszczarczyk, but it was exactly the right idea, making the pass to go over into the offensive zone as opposed to just dump and run.
Komets go off the glass. Levens is able to hang on to it. Volarani up top of the blue line. And he pitches it over onto the far side. Now we go down low. Levens trying to center it. And it's broken up by Bowdens down to the corner. Doherty down there. Cannot wrestle it away. And again, another centering chance broken up. Here's a shot. Save made. And now back up along the far side. Now the Komets see if they can get something cooking here. They'll dump it in. It goes off the stick of DeBow, and it goes down into the corner. Łyszczarczyk trying to take his man off the puck. It goes below the goal line to Bork. Now Bork will ice it. So we got an icing coming up and a face-off coming up in the Brampton zone this time. 8:30 to go here in the second period. Komets down by a goal. And the face-off will be to the right of Alex DeBow.
That's Ben Boudreau's decision to have the face-off on that side. He's going towards more of his stick side because he's got a hot glove on the other.
And that is a new rule across hockey where you can choose your face-off dot after an icing. McKenzie, again, will stand in there with Pucan. And McKenzie is going to get kicked out. We're going to put Matt Bowden's in this spot. And the Komets get to it. They're trying to work it up top of the blue line. It's going to go out. McKenzie will track after it. McKenzie has got it. Takes a wide turn. McKenzie now will enter the Brampton zone. Zips it over onto the far side. Bowden's in front. Backhander save made by DeBow. And DeBow coming up huge. Bowden's got behind everybody. Nobody knew where he was. And I think he was surprised how wide open he was. And a backhander. And DeBow makes the stop.
He hasn't been that open all game long. And Stewie found him and put it right on his stick. Couldn't convert it, but it was a nice pass, nice collection. Good shot. Great save.
Here's the face-off to the left of DeBow. 2-1 hockey game. Brampton with the lead. Goes up along the far side. Here's a shot that is blocked. Komets down front again with a shot. DeBow never saw it. It went wide. Back up along the near boards. And it comes off the wall. And now it will be Nathan Todd controlling it, coming across the line. Nathan Todd cutting to the net. Here's a shot. It's going to go off the blocker of Kehler. And now along the left side, here is Bowden's. Bowden's toss it over onto the far boards. And now it'll enter the Komet zone again. Kehler will have to come out. He'll stop it. He'll wrap it off the wall. Far side, Petruzzelli. Petruzzelli banks it off the glass. Here's Bowden streaking up along the right side. Going to get cut off on the play by Jordan Henry, and it goes into the corner.
Good way to end your shift. Petruzzelli with a nice hit, gets control of the puck, gets the puck out of the zone, and then gets off to switch him up.
Bryson Martin gets it all on the far side here in the neutral zone. Komets got to get on side. They do. Here's Jermaine Lowen. He takes a shot. It's going to be blocked. Turnaround shot by Bayless. That one is also blocked. And now Lowen picks it back up in the corner to the blue line. Bayless with a shot. That one goes wide. And on the far side, here's San Vito. Tries to send it right back in on net. That one is blocked by Backer. Now it's going to be deflected and out of play. And the Komets having the right idea, just sending pucks towards the nets. But you got to get him in on the goaltender.
Right. Lowen again, working real hard. He's going to get a payoff tonight. He's definitely working real hard to get some opportunities. He's creating a lot of havoc. He's having a conversation right now with some of the players at Brampton, so this could get a little bit more testy.
Face off to the left of Alex DeBow, who's played well here tonight. Former Komet. Komets have made just 11 shots on him tonight. Here is a 12th, hopefully. Got in on DeBow, and he makes the save. Bryson Martin with a huge blast. And that got in on DeBow. He had a very small window, and he was able to get it in on the goaltender.
Right, and what made that shot even more of a scoring opportunity was Lowen jumping in front, trying to block the vision of DeBow and being there in case he gave up the rebound. DeBow, great job, not losing sight of the puck and not giving up a rebound. But that's the kind of work that Lowen's doing right now that's going to pay off for him. There's going to be a mistake, and he's going to cash in.
Face off to the right of DeBow. Still 2-1 Brampton here in the second. San Vito will take the face off with Pucan. And now comes up to the blue line. Doherty will take a shot and a save again by DeBow. And the Komets got the right idea here. Now 13 shots on goal. But DeBow not letting up any rebounds.
Yeah. Shane, those are relatively easy shots unless you get a body in front and a stick on it. And that's what they're trying to do. That's why they're continuing to throw these things at them. And DeBow's going to lose sight of it one of these times coming through because they're getting that traffic in there, and hopefully they can get a stick on it.
Puck coming into the Komet zone. It's Petgrave down there. And we go up along the far side. Volarani can't handle it. Taylor Doherty gets it back to Galipeau. Galipeau saucers one over to Bayless, and now to Jermaine Lowen. Lowen coming right down the middle of the ice. He'll toss it into the Brampton zone. Lowen going after it himself. Puts it out in front of the net. He had Doherty cutting in, couldn't connect. And now up along the near side. Again, Brampton with an opportunity to clear it. Big hit by Lowen on Petgrave. Able to get it down low to Bork, and now A.J. Jenks getting in on the action as the puck comes along the near side. Played into the Komet zone. It goes off the end wall. Here's Doherty with it. Doherty goes back behind Cole Kehler with under 6 to go here in the second. Galipeau on the left wing. He'll come across his own blue line. Gets it to Łyszczarczyk. Going to bank it off the wall. Going to go off the glass. And now a bouncing puck to the center line. It goes to Haas. Now to Sean Szydlowski. Trying to go to Jenks. His pass was blocked, but it goes to Łyszczarczyk. Łyszczarczyk now couldn't quite handle it. And now coming up to the blue line. Here's Stewart with a shot. Blocked. He only had a man out in front. It was Jenks trying to get it down low to Łyszczarczyk. And now the Beast transition back into the Komet zone. And now it'll be Chase Stewart getting over to Łyszczarczyk. Cross-ring pass to Jenks. Jenks will flip it into the Komet zone. Stewart will go in after it. Stewart goes behind the net. Wheeled up along the far side for Nathan Todd. He goes back into the corner for Jordan Henry. Henry goes back behind the net, being chased by Petruzzelli. Now Henry's got a hold of Petruzzelli's stick. And Petruzzelli wants a penalty. Not going to get it. Going to go up along the far side. And now to the blue line. Komets with it. It's McKenzie. Takes a bump as the puck goes down in the corner. Another big check there by Petruzzelli. And now the body's flying around here at the Coliseum. To the center line. It'll be Brett McKenzie. Moves it over on the right boards to Petruzzelli. Going to go into the corner. Going in after it is McKenzie. Tries to center it, and it's broken up. Jackson Leaf down there for the Beast. Plays it off the glass and now out of play. Puck will roll down on its end into the Komet zone for Bryson Martin. Martin quickly turns it off the wall, and we've got a penalty called. Let's see. He's going to send 2. It was behind the play. Bowdens is going to go into the box. Slashing is the call, and I don't think the Komets or Brampton's going to pick up anything. So we have come to a break, and the Komets are going to be down a man. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Applebee's holiday gift cards are the best thing that's happened to elves since, well, pointy hats. Instead of making gifts in the workshop, I can give a $50 gift card and get a $10 bonus card for boneless wings and handcrafted burgers. Burgers. Applebee's gift cards. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood. Bonus card expires March 1st, 2020 and may not be redeemed on day of issuance. Restrictions apply. See cards for details.
Oscar C. Mitson Insurance Agency, the insurance provider of the Komets for 30 years. If you buy your auto and homeowners insurance from a website or 800 number, here's a better idea. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance. They are an independent agency with access to many companies. They'll find the fit for you at a price that fits you. Talk to an agent who lives here in Fort Wayne, an agent who is your neighbor. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance at 749-0100 or at OscarMitsonInsurance.com. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Komets skate a man down again here in the second. Big moment in this game. Komets are down by a goal. Puck comes into the Komet zone after the face-off and out into the corner. Taylor Doherty down there with the Komets in with Pucan. And now it comes out to Binkley. He'll find a gap and he'll send it down the length of the ice. Matt Bowdens is off the ice for slashing. And Brampton has got to feel like there's blood in the water here because this is a big chance for them to go up by 2.
Shane, you're right. Their opportunity is huge. And, what's more so is that the Komets were flying, they were hitting, and they were playing their game. Again, bad timing to take a penalty, but I'm liking this shorthanded situation right now with Jenks and Petruzzelli have both hit people, even when they're shorthanded.
Valerani will come across the line, scoots it up along the blue line for Petgrave. He is going to sneak into the corner. He circles around. Saucers went over to Valerani, top of the right circle. And Valerani will make his way into the wall. Cuts it right in front of the net. Scoops it up. And he pitches over to the far side to Levens. Nothing there. Up top to Petgrave. Now Valerani with a one-timer. And a save made. Gets the rebound. And now tries to put it in front of the net. Valerani still with it. Coming down low. Here is Pucan with it. Back to Valerani. On the right circle. Top shot. Save made by Kehler. The puck is loose. Komets are there. And they'll zip it down the length of the ice.
Good job by the Komets defense breaking the passing lane down. So Valerani couldn't go right across the Royal Road and make Kehler move for an easy goal. Kehler facing the shots and able to take control of them. Rebound came out. Komets clear.
Milliswan with the puck. His team still on a power play. Goes along the far side, and Boschman drifting back. Gets it back to Milliswan. And that will do it for the power play. Big kill there for the Komets. Here comes Bowdens. He'll jump right into the play as Boschman comes across the line. Banks it off the end wall. The Beast try and center it up. Nice there by Haas. Haas will get it out to the center ice logo. Pitched back into the Komet zone here on the near side corner. Back in after it is Haas. Haas down there. Battles with Clapperton. Now it gets loose. Here's a shot. That is going to be missed just wide. And now that'll be sent all the way up along the far side in the neutral zone. Beast will get it back to the Komet zone. Under 2 to go here in the period. Haas with it. Out along the far side. Łyszczarczyk will enter the zone. Gets it to Szydlowski. He is taken off the puck and now back the other way. Left side, McLeod will sneak in, tries to center it, broke it up, and now it'll be Szydlowski. Floating it to Jermaine Lowen. Lowen on the near side. Got it poked aside and now back up along the wall and into the Komet zone. Bryson Martin spins around, looks for an open man. He's got McKenzie on the right wing. McKenzie now spins around, gets past one man, tries to enter the zone, but cannot do it, but he's still on the puck. He's got to go all the way back out to the neutral zone. Now McKenzie, nice play. He's able to get it into the Brampton zone. Back behind the net, Jermaine Lowen on his man. It is Pucan. Pucan tripped up on the play. Puck rolls out to DeBow. He cannot snag it. Now it's coming up along the far side for Binkley. Binkley up top to Bryson Martin. Here's a shot through traffic. DeBow comes out. He's able to smother it. And here we come, Jermaine Lowen. He is going to get tangled up with Cam Backer. And Jermaine Lowen has been throwing the body quite a bit out there tonight. And it was only a matter of time before someone took exception to it, but the linesman gets in between them.
Yeah, and I think he's grateful the linesman got in between them because that wasn't going to go his way. He's given up about 1.5 feet to Lowen. That was not going to be a pretty sight. So, good job. I appreciate the guts, but not smart.
Face-off will be in the Brampton zone. We will go to the right of Alex DeBow. Komets only 13 shots tonight. Seems like a lot more. But they've had plenty of scoring chances, just not in on the goaltender. They've missed the net quite a few times tonight.
Yeah, they have a couple times intentional. The Haas one was going wide. He was looking for somebody to get a stick on it to redirect it. Some of those are by design, but far few shots in between that we've got on net with good scoring opportunities.
Here is Jenks to the blue line to Galipeau. He'll take a shot. It's blocked. Look out. He's got to get back. And Galipeau is able to get it back to the Komet blue line, but it will be snagged by Valerani. He's going to go into the corner. Sends it up. Here is Petgrave with a shot. A great save by DeBow. Right into the glove. And almost a disastrous play as Galipeau had a shot blocked to the blue line. It could have turned into an odd man chance for Brampton, but he was able to reach back and control it just for a moment, but it wasn't enough to slow the momentum into the Komet zone. They still had a good scoring chance.
Yeah, Kehler, excellent job coming sliding across the crease with a quick glove and not to let the rebound out because there was a lot of traffic in front that could have been very dangerous, but he was a great save and no rebound.
There's Boschman coming out of the pack with the puck. He's going to go down below the goal line. 28 seconds to go here in the period. Komets trying to hang on. Here's Boschman in the corner. Had Stewart all over him. Played up along the near side. Down with 19 seconds to play in the period. Up top, here's a shot. A save made by Cole Kehler. The Komets need to be careful here. Just down by a goal. You don't want to give one up here in the waning seconds of the period.
No, cardinal sin to give up a goal in the last minute of a period. So they absolutely can't do that. They got to win this face-off, control the puck, get it out of the zone.
Face on to the left of Cole Kehler. We got Jenks on the face-off with Nathan Todd. Here's the drop, won by the Beast, but a nice job there by McKenzie. He'll get it out. It's going to go off the wall, and it's going to be played along by the Comet bench. Jenks with a backhander. DeBow will glove it out of the air. He will drop it, keep the puck moving with just 1 second to go. There's the horn, and the Comets will enter the third period the way they entered the second, down by a goal. 2-1 Brampton, but the Comets, they played a little better game there in the second period, but still the scoring chances need to increase.
Yeah, the positive and the negative. The negative side is the Brampton, who when they go into the break after the second period with the lead, they've won every game. So that doesn't speak well for our guys coming out. But on the positive side, what I saw in that period was a lot better effort in spurts by the Komets, in that their ability to control the puck in the offensive zone and make some passes and create some space, and on the defensive zone to be able to close in, hit people, and don't give Brampton all day to operate. If they can continue to do that more consistently, I'm sure they're going to start getting more shots, more better scoring opportunities, and we could pull this thing back together in the third period and give Brampton their first loss of the season after leading by 2 at the 2 periods.
2-1 Brampton. We're going to the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. You're listening to Comet Hockey on Whoa.
Nelson, Mays, and Wonka. All famous Willies. But getting the Willies, it isn't fun. That creepy feeling you get when you see all your high-interest debt? Partners First Federal Credit Union has the cure for the Willies, with products that are designed to help you. Nothing brings out those Willies more than a mortgage, car loan, or high-interest credit card. Partners First can keep those Willies away. Just go to partnersfirstcu.org to get started. Partners First Federal Credit Union. Part of your community. Part of your tomorrow. Partners First Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender. MLS number 405819.
Trash problems, only one way to solve them. Curbside Container has a plan. If you got trash to haul, just give Curbside a call. From the biggest dump truck to an itty bitty can, just call up Curbside Container. Ain't no need to call your mayor. Curbside Container will be there.
Facing an illness or injury that can't wait? Turn to ReadyMed. We're ready when your day doesn't go quite as planned, with convenient hours, 7 days a week. We offer after-hours appointments as well as x-ray and lab services in each of our convenient area locations. From minor accidents and injuries to fevers and flus, we're ready. To learn more, check wait times and save your spot in line. Visit ReadyMed.com. In case of a life-threatening emergency, call 911 or go to the nearest emergency department as soon as possible.
Napa know-how. Why should you buy a 99-cent Napa bag? Because it's no ordinary bag. It can save you 20% on 3 or more items you can fit inside. Some call that magic. Others say it's the 8th wonder of the world. But whatever it is, it's the best way to save you 20% on brakes, filters, wipers, and more. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Minimum 3 items. Exclusions apply. Offer ends 10/31/19.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest Work Line features max performance gloves, PBR, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves for any type of work. Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made work gloves, and Midwest believes in investing in America. And that's why the Work Line features many styles made right here in the USA. For over 50 years, Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri.
And the Komets have a penalty shot in overtime to win it. Come on, come on.
Hey, Dad, do you know where my goggles are?
Yeah, 1 sec. I'll help you find it right after this. Wait, why are you soaking wet?
Oh, I was just swimming in the basement.
You were what? Oh, great. Watering your basement? Don't know what to do next? Tell your insurance agent you want to work with Hayes & Sons. Because at Hayes & Sons, we do restoration right. Visit HayesandSons.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We are in the second intermission. We are at home, which means it is time for our Kaleidoscope Floors guest statistician of the game. And if you want to be a part of the Komets this season, just visit Kaleidoscope Floors on Facebook or Twitter and say you want to be the next guest statistician of the game. Each winner will sit in the press box, keep stats, and be interviewed live on WoWo during the second intermission of each home game. And tonight we have Ashlyn Johnson. She is our guest statistician of the game. Well, first, Ashlyn, before we talk about who scored the Komet goal here tonight, let's talk about you. How old are you and where you go to school?
I'm 9 and I go to McKinney Harrison Elementary.
And what grade are you in?
No, 4th.
4th grade, and then you're still on Christmas break, right? Mm-hmm. So you're going to go back and tell everybody you know how to do hockey stats, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, so you are up. I need to tell everybody who scored the Komet goal tonight.
Szydlowski.
All right, now we will say who got, let's see here, the shots on goal tonight. Why don't we go with that?
There's 13 shots on goal.
For the Komets, and how many did Brampton have?
24.
24. Now, you are a big A.J. Jenks fan, right? Mm-hmm. You've got his jersey on right now from the Bob Chase Memorial game. So, you're up here in the press box. Are you going to cheer real hard if number 47 gets on the board here tonight?
Yeah.
She's got A.J.'s signature and everything on this jersey. So, you have got a very valuable souvenir there, Ashlyn. And so, did you have a good time up here tonight?
Yes.
Is it an interesting view from up here in the press box?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay. Ashlyn Johnson, our guest statistician of the game, being brought to you by Kaleidoscope Floors. We will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
At the Parkview Heart Institute, we believe each new day is another chance to rise up and raise the level of heart care in this region. That's why we're proud to announce our affiliation with Cleveland Clinic's Heart and Vascular Institute, ranked #1 in the nation for heart care since 1995 by U.S. News and World Report. Through this elite affiliation, Parkview physicians can now collaborate with the experts at Cleveland Clinic's Heart and Vascular Institute. We also have access to the latest technologies and techniques being used at Cleveland Clinic, so we can serve you even better. Best of all, when you choose Parkview, you'll continue to have access to clinical research trials and the latest cardiac innovations through our 14 specialty clinics. The Parkview Heart Institute and Cleveland Clinic's Heart and Vascular Institute. 2 respected leaders, stronger together. Parkview, we believe in better.
GMO Sons Funeral Homes have been serving Fort Wayne and area families since it was founded in 1925. Now a member of the Dignity Memorial Network, GMO provides pre-planning, funeral planning, cremation, and memorialization services. Compassionate local care, the most meaningful services celebrating a life well lived, all provided at the best value. GMO Sons Funeral Homes, a Dignity Memorial provider.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back live at the Coliseum, and the Komets find themselves down by a goal, 2-1. It has been a defensive struggle here tonight. Szydlowski netting the only goal for the Fort Wayne Komets, and coming from behind, that has been the theme as of late for the Komets. The Komets had to use that tactic in the games against Indy and Cincinnati last weekend. The Komets lost both games in overtime, but did manage to salvage a point. So hopefully the Komets will be able to get a couple here tonight and stop this 4-game skid that they are currently on. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to be joined by a special guest, ECHL Commissioner Ryan Creelan. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
For all of your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Cheer on your hometown team, the Fort Wayne Komets, throughout the season with your hometown dealer.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
The only dealer to give you up to $5,555 more than your trade is worth, with payments as low as $79. Plus, we'll even pay off your lease or loan in full, no matter what you owe. It's gonna be a winning season with your Fort Wayne Komets. And
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Online at BigCityCars.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back live at the Coliseum. We're in the middle of the second intermission, and now I'm being joined by a special guest, ECHL Commissioner Ryan Creelan. And, buddy, glad to see you back here in the Coliseum. Don't get to see you here very often.
No, it's great to be back. Nice crowd here tonight, in between Christmas and New Year's, and exciting hockey game out on the ice as well.
Yeah, it's a tight one here tonight. Now, you're the commissioner. Now, where have your travels been the past couple of weeks?
Good question.
Yeah, sometimes we forget where we're going.
I got to go airport by airport. I think by the end of this trip, I'll be to 13 teams in the first half of the season, so that works out nicely. Been through the South, through Florida, nice this time of year. Although the weather's not bad here for this time of year.
60 on Christmas Day, so that's crazy. But
been to Newfoundland, to Brampton. Haven't been out west just yet, but touching the Midwest now, through the North and the South.
Well, very nice, and hopefully you can schedule some more South trips coming up in the month of January and February. So that's why I got you here just for a minute. Let's talk about a couple of the rules changes. Let's start with the overtime. That was a big change, going from 7 minutes to 5 minutes on the 3-on-3. Now, I'm a huge fan of the 3-on-3, so I certainly did not complain about that. But why was that change? Was there an issue with the shootouts? Were fans not responding to that? They think the 3-on-3 was more exciting? Because I certainly think it is.
No, I think it's relative. I think there's some fans that enjoy the shootout and want to get to it. Others despise the shootout and want to see it settled, on a full sheet of ice. We also took the players and coaches' feedback. We heard from them that they wanted to see the game settled on a full sheet of ice versus the shootout. So we weighed that through our competition committee, a couple of different competing factors. There was a proposal to extend overtime to 10 minutes. We felt that was too long, maybe a little bit of too much wear and tear and player safety. Certainly that came into play. But, as I look at the ECHL and developing players and coaches, front office personnel, I think we also have an opportunity to try new things and develop the game.
Yeah.
And so we looked at it. We figured, one extra shift for your top two lines, the ability to potentially settle more games in that 3-on-3 setting. Certainly for the fans that enjoy the 3-on-3, extra time. Again, we heard from the players and coaches that they'd enjoy it, so we're trying it out. Is it etched in stone? Not yet, but we are seeing positive response. We're seeing more games settled in that time frame, so we'll look at the analytics at year's end and reevaluate.
So it will be something that will be discussed in the offseason, whether to continue or not.
Absolutely. I think early feedback is positive, but we got to get a year under our belt.
Right. Now, the next thing is instant replay, now being used in every building. Now, we've used it a lot here at the Coliseum. I've seen it a lot on the road. So far, not very many hiccups, only a couple times where I've had a little problem with the replay, but overall, I think it's actually working out pretty well.
Yeah, no. And that was part of the pilot program last year. That's how I like to do things and test it, quite honestly. Not from a technology standpoint, from a logistics standpoint, from a game flow standpoint. So we tested it in 4 markets last year, worked out some kinks. No doubt there were some. But it was successful.
Yeah.
And so we took that feedback to the board. It was, an affordable way for us to add value to the game. We had been hearing from fans, from coaches, that they wanted replay, and we were able to install this new system. So successful for us, the AHL actually adopted the same system this year. So now you've got both the ECHL and the AHL on the same system. And again, we'll have a little hiccups here in year one league-wide, but on the whole, it's been better for the game.
Yeah, and as everybody responded positively to that, as far as the organizations go, getting the call right, is that the most important thing?
Yeah, getting the call right, and not disrupting game flow, right? So, making the ruling, going and checking, coming away with a decision, and moving on.
And that's,
right? We don't need 20-minute intermissions.
Exactly, and that's the question in every sport that uses instant replay, is that how can you do this without affecting the flow of the game? And I think so far this year, I think the officials, obviously doing it for the first year themselves, they've adopted really well. If they get in that box and they come up with a decision pretty quick.
Yeah, and that's what we've told them, and on the whole, I think they're doing a good job, and having a consistent system between the ECHL and the AHL, because because there's so much overlap in referees, I think makes it easy and consistent for them as well.
Yeah. And finally, before we get you out of here, let's talk a little bit about just the future of the ECHL. Do we see any new markets on the horizon? I know there's talk about going into Quebec, maybe a few other teams, things like that. So what can you tell us about that?
Yeah,
tip the hand a little bit.
Well, so we certainly have interest in the Trois-Rivières market. That's certainly been in the media there. There's interest from an existing ECHL ownership group to put a team there. Still working with the city and the building to try and get that lease, but we're certainly always looking for the right situation. Good building, good market, right geography, sustainable ownership for the long term. So that's something that's always on the horizon, but it's not easy. It doesn't happen overnight. There's so many pieces that go into it. There's a couple of new buildings being developed, a couple buildings being renovated for ice. So nothing to announce here tonight during intermission, but certainly always looking for those right fits on the horizon.
ECHL Commissioner Ryan Creelan, my guest here tonight. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Comet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Life is busy enough. And when you add finding a doctor, it can be overwhelming. Lutheran Health Network now makes it possible to find a doctor with just one phone call to 844-LHN-DOCS. One call lets you schedule an appointment with one of more than 50 primary care providers in our network. Just call 844-LHN-DOCS. Finding a doctor with just one call, that's life, powered by Lutheran. Lutheran Health Network includes physician-owned hospitals.
Don't get stuck in the penalty box next season and upgrade to a Real ID. As of October 1, 2020, a Real ID compliant driver's license or state identification card is required to board commercial flights within the United States, visit military bases, and entering certain federal facilities. To view a complete list of required documentation needed to upgrade to a Real ID, visit realid.in.gov.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back live at the Coliseum. I want to thank ECHL Commissioner Ryan Creelan for joining me here on the broadcast here tonight. We don't get the commish here in Fort Wayne very often. Like he said, he tries to make it to every market at least once during the regular season, and maybe we'll be able to ask a few more questions of him during the postseason. Hopefully the Komets will get a good run going in that direction as the Komets here. 2-1 is our score against the Brampton Beast. And the Komets have been falling behind in games in the third period the past couple of weeks. The Komets have managed to get a few points, but the Komets got to start getting some W's here as we enter the year of 2020. The Komets got a lot left in the tank, left in this year. We're going to be in Kalamazoo tomorrow, and then the Wings will be here on Sunday, and then the big New Year's Eve showdown with the Toledo Walleye. Make sure you get your tickets for that game. We are going to take one last break. We've got the third period coming up. It's a one-goal hockey game, 2-1 Brampton. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
There's nothing like waking up to a warm, delicious breakfast deal.
Huh?
Get up, sleepyhead. Tim Hortons has breakfast double deals. Grab the new deal on egg and cheese wrap snackers, 2 for just $2.
Nice.
Or say hello to 2 sausage, egg, and cheese English muffins or bagel sandwiches for just $4.
Hello.
Really hungry? Well, now you can get 2 hearty bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits for just $5.
I'm getting my keys.
Wake up to breakfast double deals. Now at Tim Hortons. Limited time only at participating restaurants. Single item at regular price on menu. No substitutions.
Enjoy your backyard. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces to see a huge selection of paver and retaining wall systems for your your home. While you're there, you can learn about the outdoor fireplace options that are available from Outdoor Lifestyles. And be sure to check out the showroom for the latest indoor models from Heatolator. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces at 4936 Knob Road or on the web at knobbrick.com. NOBBRICK.com. Knob Brick and Fireplaces, Fort Wayne's only locally owned real brick and mortar store.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new players to the team this year. Introducing the all-new Jeep Gladiator and Ram 1500. Also now in the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Cherokee. It's capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Challenger Hellcat Red Eye. With almost 800 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. We also have an awesome lineup of our new line of commercial ProMaster vans for all your work needs. Come see the complete lineup of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks all in one place. O'Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the O'Daniel difference when buying your next car, truck, or SUV. O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online at o'danielauto.com.
You're listening to Komet Hockey.
Here we go, third period from the Coliseum. Shane Albarani and Frank Bean here tonight. The Komets down by a goal. Here we go. We start up 5-on-5 here in the third period. And the drop of the puck goes the way of the Brampton Beast. It is Bork up along the far side. Going to be tipped all the way down into the Komet zone. That'll be a quick icing call on Brampton. And we'll bring the face-off back down to their zone. So Sean Szydlowski, the only tally of the night for the Komets. Alex Dubois has been good, but he has not faced a whole lot of shots. Only 13 tonight, and the Komets have faced 24, giving up 2.
Yeah, and that's the quality of the shots that he's been facing. A lot of them have been straight on. He's able to get a good vision on it. So, he's too good of a goaltender to get to beat on shots like that. So we got to start moving the puck and move his feet.
Puck goes along the far side here in the Brampton zone. Reaching for it is Brett McKenzie. McKenzie goes into the corner as got Bradford strapped all over him. Goes back down to the corner. This time Petruzzelli trying to help him out. Comes up to the blue line. Here's Bryson Martin with a shot. Oh, what a save by Dubois as the puck is going to squirt loose into the Komet zone. Rumbling after it is Bryson Martin. Icing will be the call.
McKenzie's dying over there. he was working so hard in the corner to get that puck. They got able to get control of it, go back to the point, and a shot come from the point, and that rebound was right in front of him with a wide open net, and he just couldn't get a stick on it.
Face-off will be to the right of Dubois as the first good scoring chance of the third period belongs to the Komets. Face-off to the right of Alex Dubois. A.J. Jenks will take the drop. Up top to the blue line. It's going to get loose back into the neutral zone. And now sped up along the far side, sent back into the Komet zone. It'll be Galipeau, the man on his back. He's able to break free. Galipeau coming right down the middle of the ice. Dishes to Szydlowski. He'll dip it into the Reese zone. Far side to Jenks. Jenks now double teamed down there. Lost the handle on it. Now it comes up to the blue line. And now the Beast with it up along the near boards. Back all the way to Jackson Leaf. He'll take it off the glass. Levens has got it. Back at his own blue line, zips it into the Komet zone. It's going to go all the way down here on the near side corner for Galipeau. He'll wrap it around. Nobody there for the Komets. They get a man right out in front. It was Valerani. Tried tapping it, and they score. Oh, the Komets just couldn't clear it. And it's 3-1 Brampton.
That's one of those things when you start just whacking the puck around, instead of picking his head up and seeing, where things were going. He wraps it around the far boards, and there was nothing there but gray jerseys. They move it back in, and it was basically a 3-on-2 situation with, Kehler making the initial stop, and then the puck going behind the net, and he wraps it around on him while he was down on the other post.
And it's Pucan getting the goal, and it's 3-1 Brampton here in the third. Puck is dropped at center ice, and the Komets now down by 2. Their biggest deficit of the game. Goes down in the Komet zone up top to the blue line. Here's a shot towards Kehler, going to be deflected, and that's going to go out of play. No, it's going to stay in. Now the referee sees it, and he will blow the whistle. So the good news is that goal given up there in the first 2 minutes of the third period, so still 18-17 left to go in the third. But Brampton playing pretty tight defensively, and again, the Komets got to get more quality chances.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left in the period, but it's a deep hole when you're not able to have sustained offense. So we got to see if...
Here's another quick shot.
Shot off of the point. Kehler with the save.
Right off the face-off. Kehler with another big save. 23 tonight. Komets back in action tomorrow. We'll be heading up to Kalamazoo, and then the Wings are here at the Coliseum for a 5 o'clock face-off on Sunday. Komets get the face-off, going to go off the glass. It's going to send all the way down to the Brampton zone. Icing call on the Komets. So down we go. Same face-off dots, looks like, to the left of Cole Kehler. Brampton, they're coming off a loss to Worcester 7-3, so they're rebounding here off of that loss. And the Komets trying to end their 4-game skid.
Yeah, they went in and stole one from Worcester on Saturday and then gave it right back. They ran out of the building the next night, which is what led to some of the scenario of getting Sparks suspended. But they're playing well here tonight. And, the Komets were 2 against the K-Wings. We ought to take both of those, so it would be nice if we could sweep this.
Puck is going to come down in the Brampton zone for another icing on the Komets. Komets playing without Brady Shaw and Sean St. Amant, 2 of the top scorers on this club. Also Max Gottlieb and Marcus Phillips, who'd been mainstays at the blue line. They had been called up to Ontario of the AHL. So still some parts missing here tonight, but the Komets been very competitive defensively, but we got to get some more offense going. Here's a backhander. It gets on net. Cole Kehler spreading out here on the right side, trying to hug that post, and he's able to get it with the right leg. It'll be Jason Binkley with it for the Komets. Sends it down to the blue line as Backer will get it right back into the Komet zone. And now here's Jason Binkley. Couldn't handle the pass. Now it sets there top of the circle, picked up by Pucan. He centers it. Try a little give and go here, and the Komets are able to disrupt it. Now they bring it down onto the right side. Here is McKenzie with it. McKenzie peels it into the corner. Binkley goes in after it. Binkley goes back behind the nets, and now down low. Here is Łyszczarczyk. Łyszczarczyk scoops it up. He was trying to go top shelf on that. Łyszczarczyk still with it. He is double teamed down there. Łyszczarczyk still on the puck. Feeds it up to the blue line to Binkley. Binkley now moving over. High slot. He's going to get it down into the corner to McKenzie. Gives it a chop. He goes underneath to Bryson Martin. Martin now up top. Here's a one-timer save made, and it is under DeBoe's pads. The referee, it's still loose, and the Komets have behind the back of the net. Bryson Martin, and it's 3-2. And Dubois was spread out on his back. There was nothing he could do. He didn't want to move because he thought the puck was underneath him, and it squirted loose, and Bryson Martin is able to pop it home.
Jay, Komets did everything right on that scenario. They moved the puck around. They moved it back across the Royal Road. They made DeBoe move his feet. They got a good shot on. He couldn't tie it up. They had people in front creating the traffic to pick up the garbage and able to get that right back in. We're down by 1 with only 16:39 left to go in the game.
And it was Anthony Petruzzelli right on the doorstep who had DeBoe unable to move. Łyszczarczyk was there as well, and it finally squirted loose to Bryson Martin, who just kept his eye on the puck, and he was able to find the back of the net. And the Komets back in it, 3-2. Martin will get it. We'll get the goal as the puck comes into the Brampton zone, up along the near side. And it's going to go to the Beast all the way in. Bradford will get it into the Komet zone, but now turn it up ice. Goes off the stick of Doherty, or Jenks rather, and now up along the far side, banked off the wall, and now still held into the Brampton zone. Petgrave with it on the left wing. Over the stick of Jackson Leaf, and now the Komets back with it again. Coming across the line, here's Jenks with a shot. It's deflected. DeBow picks it up. The puck is loose in front of the net. Now it's going to be cleared to the blue line. Doherty with it. Coming up along the near side. Here is Galipeau. Galipeau with a shot. A save made by DeBow. Jenks there. He turns it right back in. That goes wide to the blue line again. Doherty winds up, and that time DeBow is finally able to grab hold. And the Komets right now doing what you got to do. Just put the puck on the net.
Shay, this is a great game for the Komets right now. Missing our top scorers. You know, when you have those guys in the lineup, everybody tends to look for them to get the goal and lean on them. When they're not there, like they're not tonight, that means everybody else has to pick up their game and start scoring because they're not going to come walking on this ice. And the movement that we're seeing right now with the Komets, other people are standing up. When the top scorers come back, the team is that much stronger. That's when you start having 2, 3, 4 solid lines coming and scoring goals. This is great play right now that the Komets are fighting hard. They're coming back and playing Komet hockey by moving the puck and getting scoring opportunities.
And they had Alex DeBow not sure where to look for that puck. 3 quick shots, and he was finally able to freeze it. He was shaking his head after that third one. And here's the puck drop in the zone. Here is Lowen. Just missed it wide. Sanvito was on the doorstep. And now back up along the far side. Brampton, they're able to get it out, coming to the center line. And it'll be Jermaine Lowen. Lowen up along the near boards. Puck rolled off his stick, and Boschman is able to get it to Clapperton, who will pitch it into the Komet zone. After it is Haas. Haas will get up along the far side. It's going to be all the way into the Brampton zone.
You notice Brampton's playing dump and run right now. We got them back on their heels.
It's Morasti, far side. Sanvito tries to get it to Martin. Oh, its pass is picked off. It's Boschman. He is going to skate free on Kehler coming in. He shoots and a save made. And the rebound still out in front of the net. Oh, now it's kicked up to the blue line and out. All the way down. Great save there by Kehler. Maybe a game saver. Puck comes to the Komet blue line. It'll be Volarati getting back into the Komet zone. And it will be stopped by Cole Kehler. Far boards. And sent all the way around. Here is Bryson Martin. Hits the lead man on the far boards. Coming across the line, it's Matt Bowdens. Bowdens now stops, looking for some help. Cross rink to Binkley off the wall. Binkley sneaking into the corner. Binkley now goes in front, tries to center it. Could not connect with his man, McKenzie. McKenzie to the blue line, angles it to Martin up along the wall. Martin comes down low. It's Petruzzelli, and it's stabbed at by DeBow. To the blue line, Binkley with Saru. Here's a blast, a save made. Loose in front, and it comes out, and the Beasts are able to get it. It'll be Volarani. He's going to feather it into the Komet zone, and down it goes. And the Komets right now all over Brampton.
Yeah, so Kehler stops essentially with a penalty shot, and the puck goes back down into the offensive zone, and Komets have them back on their heels.
Crowd alive here at the Coliseum. 7,819. They're on their feet as the Komets buzzing around here. Łyszczarczyk with the puck. Back in his own zone. Down to the right side looking for Szydlowski. Goes over his stick. And now batted back into the Komet zone. Oh, it's going to catch somebody in the Brampton bench. And that'll get us down to a timeout. 3-2 Brampton. You're listening to Komet Hockey on Whoa.
Outback Steakhouse invites all Komet fans to check out their great menu of steaks and seafood at their Village of Coventry location. Whether it's the center-cut sirloin or the bone-in ribeye, you just can't beat the quality of Outback Steakhouse. Open 7 days a week. Get your steak or seafood prepared just the way you like it. And while you're at Outback, don't miss out on the famous Bloomin' Onion. Outback Steakhouse located in the Village of Coventry, just off the I-69 Jefferson exit on Fort Wayne's southwest side.
The Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Komets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people, and with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
3-2 Brampton here tonight in the third period. 13:29 to go in the third. Shane Alvarado and Fred Bean with you here tonight. Komets, 2 more games this weekend. Kalamazoo, both games up in Kalamazoo tomorrow, and then back here at the Coliseum on Sunday. Jenks will take the face-off from center ice. And the puck goes all the way over to the far side. Here is Bryson Martin. Martin will get it to Binkley on the near boards. Pitches it aside. It's going to come all the way down. Offside will be the call on the Komets. And this is going to go all the way back down to the Komet zone. Face-off will be to the right of Cole Kehler. Boschman will take the face-off for the Beast. He'll be opposed by Jenks. Jenks got in there a touch early. He'll get kicked out. Szydlowski will drop in his place. Boschman wins it, but look at this. Jenks will get the puck. Pitched into the Brampton zone. Going to come up along the near side. And the Komets cannot control it as Bork gets it out. And now Breck in. Here is Bradford in front. Shot, save made. Puck is behind Kehler. And Komets are able to scoop it up. Net is off, but play will continue. Komets will get it all the way into the Brampton zone. Goes off the end wall. And the linesman hustles on over, straightens up the net, so play will continue. Tied up in the corner here in the Brampton zone. Bayless gets tangled up with Petgrave. Now the puck is going to squirt loose. Boschman goes off the skate of Łyszczarczyk. And Boschman will pick it up, coming right down the middle of the ice. He'll pitch into the Komet zone. And Galipeau has got it for the Komets. 3-2 Brampton. And San Vito at the center line. Lost it. Now Doherty back with it. Sends it back out to the center line. That time Jermaine Lowen reaching for it. Cannot get to it. And the Komets again trying to regroup as Bayless with a nice move up along the far side. Gets it to Lowen. Lowen taking off the puck, but he gets it right back in front. He shoots and a save made by DeBow. Back along the near boards. And now it'll be Doherty trapping it. Doherty to the blue line. He sends it backwards. Oh, the Komets are going to get called for offside. Not sure about that. But
I don't think that was
it is what it is. But before that, we were talking about Jermaine Lowen all night long, getting in front of the net and getting those opportunities. Boy, he just had one just a second ago.
He just keeps on moving his feet. He's working hard. He's pushing people around, and good things happen when you do that. I mean,
puck will come outside of the Brampton blue line. And we have got McKenzie on the drop. 12:01 to go in the third. We got a 1-goal game. And here we go. It'll be the Beast with the puck. Miller will get it ahead into the Komet zone. Kehler will stop it. Kehler will pump it off the wall, and now it'll come to Petruzzelli. Petruzzelli on the near side will come across. Got McKenzie with him. McKenzie goes into the corner, scoops it up. He goes behind the net, rolling puck, and it'll be peeled up along the near side, and it's going to be Jackson Leaf taking a whack at it, but McKenzie is able to snag it. Got to go back into his own end, however, getting the troops on side as McKenzie will get it to Bowdens. Far side, Bowdens now looking to enter the Brampton zone. Stick handles around 2 men, and now he goes along the far side again. Still can't get it in. And now it's finally controlled by the Beast. It's Miller on the left wing. Miller will toss it in. Bouncing puck into the Komet zone. It's going to go off the end wall, and here's Binkley. Binkley with a wide turn, zips it ahead. It's going to be tipped all the way into the Brampton zone. Goes off the end wall. And the Beast with the puck. Puck comes ahead. Little give and go here. Clapperton, cross ring pass. They're going to come across the line this time. They're onside. Here is a shot. It's going to be missed wide of the nets. And now they come out in front, intercepted by the Komets. There's Jenks. He'll whip it around, takes a funny hop, comes right in front of the net. No Komet were there. And now Boschman comes right back into the Komet zone. Boschman on the left side, got a man cutting the net. It's broken up. Binkley back for it for the Komets. Binkley in the corner. He's being chased by Nathan Todd. Binkley is able to get it to Łyszczarczyk over his stick, and a turnover, and back come the Beast coming across. Here's a shot, no good, and it goes back below the goal line. Beast still on the puck. Here's another shot. That is going to go wide. Goes off the stick of Levens. And now up along the far boards, Komets try and get it off the glass. San Vito down in the corner. Needs some help. Bryson Martin down there as well. Binkley as well. And now it's going to be Łyszczarczyk. He'll get it out. And the puck is going to roll into the Brampton zone. They quickly move ahead, trying to catch the Komets on a line change. They'll end up icing it.
Yeah, they had the Komets cold, too, so that was a critical mistake by Brampton by icing the puck. Now we're able to get our boys on the ice and set up down inside of the offensive zone.
Face-off will go to the left of Alex DeBow here in the Brampton zone. Still 3-2 Brampton. A lot of time left. Just coming up on the halfway mark in the third period. Shaq Morasti will take the face-off with Nathan Todd. No, he won't. Morasti's going to get kicked out. Bayless will take it for the Komets. He wins it. Goes backwards with it. Galipeau tipped. Oh, got it on DeBow. He made the save. And now coming to the blue line. Komets keep it in. Coming up along the near side, it's Bayless. Cross-ring pass, Galipeau. He'll take a shot. Save made by DeBow. And he kicks it up along the far side. Jermaine Lowen down into the corner. Lowen now back below the goal line. Back behind the net. Morasti taking off the puck. And the Beast are able to clear it, but Doherty goes back. Doherty to Galipeau. Far side, Jermaine Lowen couldn't quite handle it. And now the Beast will get it back. Pucan up along the wall. And now the Komets will retreat back in their own zone. 9:22 to go in the third. 3-2 Brampton. Petruzzelli will come across the line. Going to go onto the near side corner. He gets pushed off the play by Petgrave. Now Petgrave will move it up along the left wing, and here come the Beast. It's Bork. Bork, he hits the center line. He'll enter the Komet zone. Hands it off to Valerani, but offside will be the call. And now we've got Shaq Morasti and Pucan. They get tangled up. Now Valerani, he is tangled up. Let's see who he's tied up with down there. He's with Doherty, and that is a major mismatch. And I think Pucan was just trying to come to Valerani's rescue, as Valerani maybe giving up 2 feet to Doherty.
Yeah. Doherty said, nope, you just stay right here.
So our referee is going to call something here. He came out of that scrum not happy. And let's see who's going to get the gate. But yeah, that started with Doherty and Valerani, and Pucan was trying to get at Doherty, and Morasti was just trying to hold him off. So neither gate is open on the penalty boxes.
That'll play.
And there really shouldn't be anything handed out.
No.
That was all mutual combat there. Everybody grabbed a man. No punches were thrown.
Yeah.
A lot of clutching and grabbing, so nothing will come of this. So we'll stay 5-on-5. Face-off will go to the left of Alex DeBow. And the referee and the linesman, they're talking now. They're talking about maybe where the face-off should be. It's going to stay in the Komet zone.
Yeah, Komets are lobbying for it to be outside the zone.
9:06 to go here in the third. And there is some sort of discussion where the face-off should be. The referee going over talking to Ben Boudreau. And I think the linesman, the Komets are successfully going to win this.
Yes.
Face-off will come outside of the Komet line. Our face-off dot. And everybody's still getting some instruction out there. As this game getting pretty intense now. 9:06 to go in the third. Komets down by a goal. Komets have not led here tonight. Seems like they've been down most of the game, which they have been. A brief time we were tied at 1, but it's been all Brampton as far as, we do have the gate open. Komets, it looks like they're going to pick up a penalty. And now Jason Binkley is talking to our referee, and going to the box is Morasti. Well, let's see what the actual call is on this, because it was after the whistle.
Now they got San Vito.
And San Vito goes in. Morasti.
Penalty kill.
So all we know right now is that the Komets are going to skate a man down. First time here in the third period. So it'll be the fourth power play of the game for Brampton. They're 1 of 3. And right now, that's the difference in this game, was that power play goal in the second.
Yeah, if you look at shots on goal, it's now 29-22, and, you know, there was twice as many for Brampton
Sportsmanlike
before.
conduct. Time of penalty, 10 minutes, 54 seconds.
All right, and sportsmanlike conduct is the call. It's a bench minor.
Wow.
Well, we just got to kill it off.
Yep.
9 minutes to go here in the third. Komets down by a goal, and Brampton, they've got the puck. Here's Petruzzelli down below the goal line. Kind of shorthanded here now. Jenks comes in and absolutely drills his man behind the net. Jenks down there again. He is going to give an extra whack there to Brendan Miller. And the puck is going to come out to Eric Bradford. Bradford on the left side. He'll enter the zone. Dishes over to Boschman. Boschman up along the wall. Lost it to Doherty. Doherty to Binkley. And Binkley goes back to Doherty. Doherty back behind the net. He'll find a gap all the way down. DeBow will have to play it. DeBow steers it over onto the right side. Down to 1:12 to go on the power play. And here is Bradford coming across the line on the left wing. Goes into the corner, banks it off the wall. And now speeds it up along the far boards. Bad pass. It'll leave the zone. And Miller's got to drop back for the Beast. Boschman there at the blue line trying to gain the Komet line, and he does, but the Komets get it back. Here's Bowden, shorthanded, coming across the line. Bowden's now weaving through the D. Lost it. DeBow's got to play it. Back behind the net. Petgrave with it. Petgrave coming down the middle of the ice, being chased by Bayless. Petgrave will come across the line, but his team's got to get back onside. Now it's going to be sent in. Now this time they're onside. Going to go into the corner. Komets chase after it. Now down low up along the near side. Puck jumping around. Galipeau down there. Haas is there. He gives it a whack. Goes off the side of the cage. Now it comes up top. Over on the left side, it's Nathan Todd on the near side dot. Nothing there. Todd now. He'll take a shot. Going to miss it wide. Volarani was there for the Beast. Hacked at by Bayless. The puck now squirts in front. Here's a shot. Missed. Wide open was Todd. Now again in front. Here's a shot. Save made by Kehler. Comes back out again. Right over. It's Nathan Todd with a shot. What a save by Kehler, and he hangs on. And Cole Kehler, as the penalty expires, makes a huge save to keep this game at 1.
There's your game right there, Shane. They had point-blank shots, 3 of them in a row, and that last one, Kehler was able to swallow up as he's diving forward, no rebound as the power play comes to an end.
Face off to the right of Cole Kehler, who pretty much killed off that penalty himself. Here's the drop, a save made by Kehler. Another one's going to go wide, going to come up top. And now it'll be kept in, sent all the way around Packer. And it'll go over to Matt Bowden. Bowden sends it back into his own end, and now Binkley with it. Binkley will turn the corner. He will enter the Brampton zone. Here is Binkley with it. He'll take a shot. Deflected. It goes out of play, and we will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Cheer on your hometown team, the Fort Wayne Komets, throughout the season with your hometown dealer.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
The only dealer to give you up to $5,555 more than your trade is worth, with payments as low as $79. Plus, we'll even pay off your lease or loan in full, no matter what you owe. It's gonna be a winning season with your Fort Wayne Komets. And
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Online at BigCityCards.com.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Komets just had 13 shots coming into the period. They now are up to 24. 3-2 Brampton here in period number 3. Face off to the left of Alex DeBow in the Brampton zone. And here is Matt Bowden to take the face-off. Bowden is able to get it to Binkley. Binkley moving over, taking a shot. It is tipped, and DeBow is able to snag it, and he'll get a whistle. Komets getting traffic in front, and that's what they got to do.
Tell you, Binkley, once again, this is like the third time tonight he was able to control the puck at the blue line, not panic, move his feet, gain a passing lane, and get a shot on net. with traffic in front to pick up a rebound. DeBow didn't give it to him, but we had 3 Komets sitting right on the doorstep, all because of the patience and moving his feet and moving the puck. Well done.
Face off to the left of DeBow. Here is Bowdens again to take the face off. Komets win it. Here's Binkley. Binkley going to go down into the corner. He cuts in towards DeBow. Nothing there. Now he tries to wrap it around. Oh, it fell off his stick. Could not get it on net. Puck goes along the far side, and it's picked up by Clapperton. He'll come across the line. Needs some help, however, and he's got nothing there. He's got to take it out. And the puck now bouncing around back into the Brampton zone. Off the wall. McKenzie is there for the Komets. Cycles it up along that far boards, and it's taken away by Beauchemin. Long stretch pass goes off the skate of Clapperton, and now back into the Komet zone. Behind the net, it is Kehler stopping it, trying to give it to Bryson Martin, but Nathan Todd got in his way. And now Nathan Todd from his knees gets back up, and it goes to Łyszczarczyk. Łyszczarczyk, his pass is blocked, but it's going to fall onto the stick of Chase Stewart, and the puck goes back into the Brampton zone. Beast with it, Volarani. He'll send it wide, and now into the Komet zone. Haas is there, banks it off the glass, and now back into the Brampton end. 5.5 to go here in the third. Komets down by a goal. Puck along the near side. Petgray ran into Łyszczarczyk. Puck will stay in the Brampton zone momentarily, and now it'll be Volarani. He's able to stick handle it away from Stewart, and now they'll enter the zone. Shot, they score! Oh! Dan Levens from the blue line takes a shot, and he scores. And that is a backbreaker. Cole Kehler just could not come up with it, and it's 4-2.
Yeah, and Kehler's awfully frustrated, and he was the Brampton player was coming in and celebrating a little too much for him. Who knows what he was saying, but he ended up taking a stick to him, and there's going to be some repercussions for that move. You can't lose your head like that.
Let's see if a penalty for tripping, perhaps. Well, it was after the play, so it's maybe unsportsmanlike conduct on Kehler, but doesn't look like anything will come of that. And Kehler, who's played so well here tonight, let that one just get past him from just inside the blue line. 4-2 Brampton. We got just over 5 minutes to go in the game. And the puck comes down into the Komet zone. It'll be icing on Brampton. And now we have got Doherty. Doherty showing some frustration out there. Throwing a couple of punches there at Robichaud. And now they're going to have to be separated. Let's see if maybe get some roughing calls. Doherty is going to be led his way into the penalty box. So will Robichaud. So these will cancel out, and we've got a timeout. So we will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Hey, life is crazy fast. Fuel up right with Fresh Fit sandwiches at Subway restaurants. Our better-for-you options include turkey breast, black forest ham, and sweet onion chicken teriyaki on wheat with all the veggies. Get Fresh Fit, only at Subway. Fresh Fit refers to 6-inch subs on 9-grain wheat bread with all the fresh vegetables. Fresh Fit subs are prepared in front of you and not a diet program. Please consult your doctor before commencing any exercise or weight loss program to ensure that your own individual health circumstances are taken into account.
Bridgewater Golf Club in Auburn is always open to the public. You're enjoying a hockey game right now, but that doesn't mean you can't dream about golf. Warm days on a beautifully manicured course sounds good, right? Bridgewater Golf Club is an 18-hole par 72 course with tees for every skill level. Also, you can enjoy the Bridgewater full-service restaurant that's open year-round. Visit BridgewaterGC.com to see everything Bridgewater Golf Club in Auburn has to offer. Enjoy the rest of the game. You're listening to Komet Hockey.
Robichaud and Doherty, each gets called. They'll go to the box. And we'll skate 4-on-4 here. We got 4:51 to go here in the third period. And the Komets, who have fought hard all night long, just have not been able to get ahead in this game. Had it tied in the first period. And Cole Kehler's played a great game. Unfortunately, let a soft one go past him there just a minute ago off the stick of Dan Levens, just inside the blue line. And hopefully that won't be the death of the Komets here tonight. But now it's a 2-goal deficit.
Yeah, no, it's, with under 5 minutes left to go in the game, that's a really steep hill. The Komets have been climbing that hill all game long. They've gotten stronger with every period. They've really, I thought they've been playing a great third period. But, unfortunately, those things happen. Nobody feels worse about it than Cole Kehler. And how do you hang your head on it, after all of the great saves he's made to keep us where we are right now.
4-2 is our score. Brampton with the lead. We got 4-on-4 hockey coming up. Komets back at it tomorrow in Kalamazoo, and then the Wings come to town on Sunday. Toledo, they are in town on Tuesday for the annual New Year's Eve game. In Toledo, they ended up winning their game 2-1 over the Wheeling Nailers tonight. So as of right now, Toledo, they are now 1 point up on the Komets for second place in the Central Division, depending on the outcome of this one. Face off to the left of Cole Kehler. And it comes up along the far side. Brampton with the puck. Here's a shot, and it goes off the blocker of Kehler. And it goes up along the near side. Komets with it. Going to come to the blue line. And it will be Petruzzelli. Petruzzelli to Jenks. He'll take a shot. That's deflected. And that'll get up out of play. So we will have a face-off inside the Brampton zone.
Shane, this 4-on-4 could be a good thing for the Komets. Give it a little bit more open room to work, a little bit more ice, and get some speed players out there, control the puck. It'd be nice if we can get one right now while we're 4-on-4.
Yeah, let's make it a quick one. Jenks will take the face-off. Jenks and Nathan Todd. Jenks can't win it. It goes behind the net. And now on the left side, coming to the blue line, Petruzzelli. He'll snag it. Back into the Komet zone it goes. Here's Binkley coming across the line. Petruzzelli got Todd on him. Petruzzelli to the blue line. Galipeau with some room. He'll take a shot. Missed it high. And now back along the near side. It will be Binkley getting it deep into the zone. Back behind the net. Dubois will stop it. And it will go behind the net for Bork. Bork will move to his right. He'll gain his own blue line. Goes along the near side. And now he'll give it up to Petgrave. Petgrave will come across the line here in the Komet zone. Petgrave going to dance into the corner. Looking for someone to give it to. Sends it around the wall. Clapperton is there. Clapperton now angles it into the corner for Pucan. Pucan up along the far side. Trying to shake free of Szydlowski. Now Pucan up along the far boards. Pucan coming all the way up top to the blue line. And now sends along the far side. Poke checked away. Szydlowski with it. Now Szydlowski will get it forward. And the Komets now will gain the line. Here is Bowdens. Bowdens on the near side. Bowdens now will get it over. Here is a shot. DeBow the save. Rebound. Score! And we got a one-goal hockey game again. And it is Łyszczarczyk.
Exactly what I was talking about, Shane. More space to work with. Łyszczarczyk was sitting right on the doorstep of the corner. Bowdens ends up making the pass across.
And there you go, Fred. You called it. Get a quick one, and you still got 3.5 to work with. And Łyszczarczyk will get the goal. That was a big one, obviously. Right under the glove of DeBow.
Don't go home early.
That's right. We still got a hockey game here. 4-3 now. 3:23 to go in the third, and the puck is dropped at the center ice. Now Brampton. Wallerani will creep into the Komet zone. He'll flip it to Bradford. Here's a shot. Save made by Kehler. He'll hang on to it. So now all the pressure is now put back on Brampton. They've had the lead this entire game, and now it's a one-goal game, and we're getting down to crunch time. 3:11 to go in the third.
Yeah, 6 seconds left on the 4-on-4, so need to win this face-off, control the puck, and move it out of the zone.
To the blue line, Miller. We'll get it to Bradford. He'll take a shot, missed it high. Going to wheel up along the far side. Now we're back to 5-on-5. Sent all the way around the wall, and the Komets pick it up. Under 3 to go. Pass is going to be intercepted, sent back in the Komet zone. And Bradford will get it back in the Komet end. Kehler will whip it around the wall. Here's Petruzzelli. Petruzzelli will find the man. It's going to be McKenzie. McKenzie pitches it over, coming across. Here's a shot. DeBow the save, and he's able to hang on to it. It was Szydlowski with the shot, or Bowdens with the shot, and the save by DeBow. All right, now face-off's very important. Face-off coming up in the Brampton zone. It'll be to the right of DeBow.
Who's taking the face-off?
It'll be Bowdens. Bowdens now will take his time. It will come out of the circle for a moment. Now he gets back in. Nathan Todd is his opponent. And it goes into the corner. Goes off the glass and out of the zone. Jackson Leaf will corral it in. He's going to come across the line. Leaf working on Galipeau. He cuts to the net. Leaf now puts it in front. And it's going to be knocked away by Cole Kehler. Komets now send it ahead. Bouncing puck into the Brampton zone. Going to go into the corner. Backer goes underneath, met there by Bowdens. It goes along the far side, and the Beasts are able to come up with it. Comes off the wall, and now it will be Haas. He'll go back behind the net. 2:11 to go in the third. Komets down by a goal. Puck is going to enter the Brampton zone. The Beast with it. And now it's sent forward to Nathan Todd. Todd coming across the line here on the left wing. Taking a shot. He'll golf it out of play. Under 2 to go here in the third. And look for Cole Kehler to head for the bench. The Komets can win this face-off and get it down into Brampton territory quickly.
Yeah, I think you're probably going to wait till about the 1:30 mark, see how this plays out.
Face-off to the right of Kehler. And it will be Binkley. Binkley will send it down. Bouncing puck. And now knocked aside. Levens tries to get it free. It's still going to creep into the Brampton zone. Kehler comes out to the hash marks. And it's Bowdens on the puck, trying to get it deep. Oh, he ran into Pucan. And now back in the neutral zone. Komets can't get Kehler off. Now Binkley with it on the near side. He will toss it in off the glass. Along the far board, it's going to pop loose, and the Komets got to get on side here. We got a buck and a half left in regulation as Binkley will zip it off the wall. 4-3 Brampton. They can't get Kehler off. And it's Volarani picking up the puck. He'll come across the line. Volarani stops. All the time in the world. He'll flip it around the wall. Nathan Todd on the near side. Komets need it to show some urgency here. Jenks can't get it out. Comes out to Todd. In front shot. Just missed high. And we've got 1 minute to go. Komets got to press. Kehler looking to get off the ice for the extra skater. Komets come across the line. Here is Jenks with it. He'll take a shot. It's going to go wide. Extra attacker is on to the blue line. Komets with it. Here's Binkley in the slot. Coming down low. Going down into the corner. Sent all the way around the wall. And it is Łyszczarczyk. Muscles it up top to Szydlowski. Now in front. Oh, it goes off the stick of Martin. Martin couldn't control it. They clear the zone. Down it goes. Nice job there by Szydlowski. Saving it from the empty net. Now Jackson Leaf will shoot it. And he scores. An empty netter for Jackson Leaf in front of his hometown. Will ice this one for Brampton.
Well, good for Jackson. I'm sure his mom and dad are happy he got a goal in his return back to the fort, but you know, it's unfortunate. San Vito won that face-off. It was his fifth one of the row that he had won. We got the puck down into the zone. We got some good zone play, got some action, got a line change, still continued it. Jenks with a great play, shooting the puck coming in from the blue line and getting it tipped. Couldn't get it past DeBow, and then unfortunately it popped back out right onto Jackson's stick with an empty net.
But Sean Szydlowski keeping that player alive. He was able to just lay out and was able to dive on that puck, but unable to control it. So we come up top of the blue line with 16 seconds to go here in the Brampton zone. Here is a shot that goes off the side of the cage. Now on the near side, here's Shaq Morasti with 9 seconds to go. Morasti trying to get past Petgrave. It goes into the corner. Moved up along the near side, and now that will do it. Komets can't gain victory tonight, and the slide continues. It's now 5 straight without a win, but the Komets have managed to get a few points on this skid, but not tonight. 5-3 is your final score tonight. As Brampton, they're a pretty good hockey team, but again, the Komets with some opportunities and just could not get that the big shot, the big save, really in just a timely manner here tonight.
Yeah, like we said coming into the game, both clubs like to start fast. Both clubs, after first and second period leads, have a great record. In Brampton's case, and with a second period lead, they're undefeated, and they went to the second up by 1. Unfortunately, our guys couldn't come all the way back, but they showed a tremendous amount of heart. Again, earlier in the season they were starting fast. It seems like the skid that we've been on, they've been starting slow and finishing strong. So they need to come out of the gate a little bit quicker, and hopefully when they play against Kalamazoo, that'll be the medicine we need to cure us. We can start getting some momentum. It'd be nice if we feasted on wings for 2 days and then had fish.